Live. Hey everybody, welcome to the podcast. I am Nick.
Brother
Tyler.
Oh, hey.
I told you to keep that a secret.
It's a Blink-182 music video. Hi, I'm Tolly.
You're not that cute.
I know.
Damn.
Fucking bitch.
I just wanted to get into this right now, so I'm just going to talk about this real quick.
I'm Joe.
Kirk and Sweeney, 12-year, really good rum, hella cheap at Meyer.
It's like
Everyone.
35 bucks a bottle, right?
Is
Yeah.
You said it's kind of sweet.
It is a little bit.
I'm a fan of sweeter liqueurs.
It's an aged rum.
Let's pass so everybody gets a piece.
It's an aged rum, so this isn't like a.
Sweet is a quote.
This is not a spiced rum, so this is not going to have
I
like.
understand, but you can smell the alcohol.
Thanks for passing.
It's alcohol. What do you expect?
I was going to say the same thing.
Here, Joe.
I'm not used to you drinking liquor. That's why. Typically,
Well,
for you.
I thought that was going to be his, so I put a whole bunch in there.
He's literally already put his finger in there.
No, so I was going to give you a smaller pour since that one's like a triple.
I thought you were saying take the one in his hand and like,
No.
okay, yeah.
I fucked that
I
up.
just didn't want the one that-
You're fine.
Can we just say
You're
it
fine.
looks gorgeous?
Oh yeah. Here's the
You
really
look
awesome
gorgeous,
thing.
baby.
So
Especially in the
Kirk
brown
and
wine.
Sweeney. This is a 12-year aged rum.
Clink, 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 clink.
Just clicked on top of your...
Really interesting story behind this. So the Kirk and Sweeney.
That's really good, Rob.
The Kirk and Sweeney was
That's really good. What is
the
this?
aftertaste.
Really? It's a 12-year aged rum. It's from
I don't drink
Dominican Republic.
Not
Just
anymore.
that warmth.
Long story short, so this was originally Kirk and Sweeney was the ship that would do the rum running.
Oh.
This is the ship that would do the rum running
Yeah.
during Prohibition era, and the Coast Guard actually heard that this was coming, and they actually like took control of the ship and got the full shipment and everything like that before it hit land. So a lot of people weren't able to get it. Really cool feature that I didn't realize until I bought these bottles. The piece that goes over here, has coordinates.
Is that right where they caught us?
Right where the
That's
Coast Guard
cool.
caught them on every single bottle.
Just a small. I mean, that's
just a little small
a
thing
random
like that.
person's gonna be like, I don't know what that is, but like alcohol connoisseur.
Yeah, well, it was one of those where I was like, are those latitude and longitude coordinates? And I put them in, and it's right off the coast of like
Were you like, oh my god, I've discovered it, like fucking national treasure? All of a sudden,
right.
Nick's on an adventure.
But no, it's one of those where like I was just like, man, are those latitude and longitude coordinates? I put it in, I was like, what the fuck is that? So then like I looked it up on their website, and it said every bottle they imprint the latitude and longitude
What
coordinates.
if you just happen to
from where
find
it
the
was.
one bottle that actually had it? It was actually a dead drop by like a spy,
Right.
and that was to where to get the
Well,
other dead drop.
Odd real thing. So there's also a bourbon called Jefferson's Reserve. Jefferson is the president that's on the $2 bill.
Wait a minute.
Hold on. So
Half-Life 3 confirmed.
they did a thing where they were just to see what would happen.
Yeah.
Underneath the label, started putting $2 bills in the bottle.
The fuck?
Our barback accidentally found it. Cause like we threw the bottle away. He was like, "Wait, what is this?" And he lifted out the bottle. He was like, "There's something behind this label." And he literally pulled back the label, and there was a
Goonies shit.
folded up $2 bill behind the label. We were like,
Is it actual like
What?
tender though?
"Yeah, legitimate."
Wow, that's cool.
So as just like a little sneaky thing, apparently they just released a bunch on the market, and then 2 years later, we're like, "Oh, by the way, we did this thing." So if you find bottles out,
You get a tour of our factory.
So segue.
no, don't worry like that.
Yeah, Willy Wonka. Segue into 2 years. Does everyone know the song by Lizzo, "Truth Hurts"?
Yeah.
Why men great
Yeah.
until they got to be great?
Yeah.
You don't know.
I don't know popular music.
You could have had a bad bitch, not committal.
I definitely don't know this song.
Here's what's really funny. You know the reason I know that? So this year, so we have something at work called the Griffin Games, where like every year we do different things.
Yeah.
High Velocity, their video is a music video set to that song,
Oh my god.
which is probably part of the reason they didn't win.
I was gonna
But
say, you gotta
or
win
they didn't make it in the top 3, so I haven't seen the video yet. But I heard it's interesting.
Well, so anyway, that song is obviously just now getting very popular. Like it's everywhere. It actually came out 2 years ago. Found that out today, just completely random.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. It was posted on YouTube.
Oh,
Everyone keeps posting like 2017, nothing. 2018, nah. 2019, you bitch.
here's talking about going back and watching stuff. One of the memes that's really, really, really fucking popular right now is Nick Fury rolling up on Pink Guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, I want to know what fucking video this image of Pink Guy's from. So I started looking at his back catalog. I had no fucking clue he was the guy who started the Harlem Shake.
I didn't know that.
I had no
I
fucking
know who
idea.
it is.
Pink Guy?
Yeah.
He's a pink guy.
Yeah, Nick showed me. A
No,
picture
no,
of
like
Plays the trees. I mean,
no, you put
no, I mean, but I mean,
squirrel
like,
in.
it's
It's much more complex,
dude, you showed me Pink
Corey,
Guy
you're
for the
gonna
first
love
time. I
this game,
swear to God,
promise.
Nick's about to burst
You
into flames.
play as a tree.
because I swear to God. Okay, I'm gonna. I apologize. This is gonna get annoying with the podcast right now.
I was at home
What are you
crying.
doing?
I was at home.
Okay, and now we're back.
welcome to the podcast.
So sorry about that technical interruption, but no. Yeah. Anyway, long story short, like I seriously had no fucking idea that was the guy that started the Harlem Shake.
So today, I was at work, and one of the guys who is an analyst and works behind me, whatever, he has a bunch
Works
of
behind you?
No, he runs 2 different fantasy football leagues. He's a commissioner for both of them, but he has friends that like to do D&D.
Okay.
So he said, hey, Corey, I'm about to take a quiz because apparently these guys were looking for people to get in their game, but you had to pass a test. And it
So
was,
he wanted you to help him study?
So, no, not study. It was live test right there. I got every single thing right. It was like, what was the first question? I don't even remember what the first question is, but one of them was, what is the first shout you learned in Skyrim? I was like, Flush Rodawa.
Yeah.
He typed out, that was correct. And, like, went through everything. One of the few I did get wrong. Who are the original 9 of Fellowship of the Ring?
Oh, hold on.
What are you talking about?
Merry, Pippin, Samwise Gamgee, Frodo,
Let's see who gets the person.
hold on. Gandalf,
This is killing me because I
Gimli. No, I'm trying to remember names. I got faces. Legolas,
That's 7.
Aragorn.
Yep.
Number 9
That's
is
right.
hold on. Hold on. Oh, Frodo.
No.
No, I already said Frodo.
Are you
Hold on,
kidding me?
Hold on, stop for 1 second.
When do I get to say it?
Hold on.
We'll give it.
Hold on.
We'll give it 10 more seconds.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, Boromir. Hold on.
I could do that.
As soon
long.
as I said Frodo for a quick second, he was like, no, and I was like, oh yeah, I already said Frodo. And then I saw Arrow.
I was
Arrow.
about to go.
I was like,
Literally, I was like,
One does not walk into
I was literally
One
like,
just
I'm like,
simply does not forget Sean
it's-
Bean.
I was like, it's Sean Bean. It's Sean Bean. And he like Riley was just like, okay, is that the cat? I was like, no. I was like, he dies. He does what he does and everything. He dies.
He
He's
does
like,
what he does. with
Boromir.
everything.
And I was like, fuck.
So funny. Can I spoil a 9-year-old movie at this point? Silent Hill 2?
I don't care.
Anybody?
Forewarning, spoiling of Silent Hill 2. I mean, we have 2 concurrent viewers, so.
So
Go
I
for
think
it.
it's funny the fact that Sean Bean survives the first one, so they had to make a sequel so they could kill him.
Right.
In the second movie, at the end of it, he goes through and he literally trades places with someone in hell so that he dies but they live.
He
And
has
it's
to die.
But it literally reverses the entire end of the first movie.
It's probably in his contract.
For him to always die. Listen,
I learned
Sean.
something today. Do you know what's in The Rock's contract? I'm dead serious.
Dwayne Johnson. Oh, he is not allowed to get his ass kicked.
No, it is further than that.
Oh.
He's not allowed to lose a fight.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, oh, that's spoilers.
I mean, to be fair,
You're talking spoilers for Fast and the Furious right now, right?
For Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah.
It's not major spoilers.
I'm planning on seeing the
It's
movie, but
not
it's
even
not detrimental to the
Anyway,
thing, right?
because I'm
Okay.
not giving any
So
direct.
again, heads up. Sorry, spoiler alert for Hobbs and Shaw.
So legit in that film, not a single fight gets finished because they were like, oh, well, it makes sense. Like, we can't have The Rock beat Idris Elba at the beginning, but Idris Elba is not allowed to beat The Rock in anything. So every fight is like, oh, they're going. And then like, oh, this thing fell between them. And then like he got carried away on the train and The Rock's like, he got away again. And like, that's how every fight in the movie apparently goes. And I was like,
I'm not surprised.
Well,
All of that
I'm
makes
just like,
100% sense.
I get. Does it make sense or do you believe it?
Both.
So,
Shit, you go that
additional
fucking
things-
big, you can't have somebody beat you.
So they were asking all these questions. I think I maybe got one or two wrong. I was like, fucking ask a Star Wars question, bro. Give me something.
you missed
And
it.
he, literally, as I said that, he goes, what was Han Solo famous for? And I was like, doing the Kessel Run in 112 parsecs. He was like, that's right. And I was like, what?
Got it.
So then at the end,
Wait, so is this to join a fantasy football league that plays D&D, or is
No.
this to join their D&D
their
group?
D&D group.
So
And
what's
so-
going to happen when they get there and then they make references?
Well, so
He's just like,
Riley
why, yes.
Riley straight up after the third question just said, I'm going to be honest. I'm asking my coworker all this. He's answering all of them immediately. And
Oh, okay.
he got to, finally, I finished answering all the questions. And I got like of 20. I
So
got,
did they
like,
invite you?
basically 19, and I was like, "Does that mean I'm in?" And like literally, one guy in the group chat was like, "I mean, he's got my vote." So, the one thing then, I guess I had stopped like everyone always I guess has that one nerd that is the nerd over everything.
Yeah.
And in Lord of the Rings, I would consider that Joey. So
Yes.
because of Joey, I know like about Tom Bombadil, and I mean I know that from you guys as well. But going as far as saying Gandalf is Maya,
Joey's 100%.
right? Exactly. So that's what.
Yeah,
I was just like-
Joey's like the Lord of the Rings
Right.
nerd in
So
our group.
like just
I want to
simple
see
and-
him argue with Stephen Colbert.
I will say, him and
Apparently
Jessica
Stephen Colbert is, like,
Williams
one of the
having a
biggest
Lord of the
Lord of the
Rings
Rings, like-
trivia off was one of the most entertaining nights of my life. Because like it was literally me and Rob Elliott sitting there with a book of Lord of the Rings. I think I have it still here somewhere. And like it was asking off the wall questions that I'm like,
even Joey can't do like Tappers trivia because he can't
well, no, because that's specific weird movie stuff where it's like, okay, we need a tiebreaker. Okay,
I didn't know it was
what
like a
color shirt is the third person from the left in the 5th scene of Return of the King wearing?
Blue.
And it's like, wait, hold on, what?
No, blue. The 5th scene?
Never mind. But no, but I mean, like
First thing you had me go. I was like, is that-
it's asking questions that like I'm asking the question and I'm like, I know I'm going to butcher this name because I've only heard it said once because it's in the appendices of like Lord of the Rings, and I pronounce it and I'm like pronouncing it as best as I can, and Joey and Jessica both in unison correct me on the pronunciation, and
I
I'm
will
like,
never forget.
oh god, this is going to get bad.
I will never forget being at St. Mark, and I was talking to one of the kids in my class. This was before the Harry Potter movies even came out. And I was like, yeah, something, Professor Snape. And I said Snape. I didn't say Professor. I just said Snape. And she just went, who? I said Snape. And she goes, oh, you mean Professor Snap. I was like, what?
the gif of the black guy with the question marks on his face, like,
She literally was like, you mean Professor Snap. And I was like, oh, what the fuck?
so
In what world does Snap have an E at the end?
That just happened. She was so confident.
the,
This was a girl that shouldn't have confidence in anything.
So
Ooh.
the main moral of it was, I was like, fine, if they want to get rough, what race is Gandalf? And he goes, what race? I was like, yeah. And he's like, he's not human? I was like, no, ask the question. And I guess their Lord of the Rings nerd didn't know. And so everyone in that group was just like, he just fucking stumped Daryl. Never seen this before. I was just like,
I'm out.
this is all happening over text message. I didn't get to really see it.
Dude,
but it was just
dude,
like,
it's
I feel good about myself.
it's gonna be great when like they get your information from Daryl and the DM is like, I'm gonna have you make a special appearance in one session. You're just gonna come out from behind a curtain.
Well, that's what DQ's just like, all right, now just go ahead and say that you've got the case of Mountain Dew, the bag of Doritos, and your 5th season Barbarian. And I was like, and my eggs! Do you have any more of that Yingling?
I do.
Is it cold?
It is.
Thank you. Should I?
That's what you should have sent back. That's what you should have sent back
What?
to that group chat. You'll see in a second.
Well,
Thank you.
he's not, or well, I mean, the other guy was the one texting, but yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. He was texting the whole time. I wasn't actually part of it.
Anyway, Joe, what have you been playing this week? Because as soon as me, Tyler, and Corey start talking, it's going to be Destiny 2 the rest
Basically,
of the night.
I'm going upstairs.
But, so you haven't been playing anything this week?
I haven't played anything because I watched 4 seasons and a movie of Steven Universe in the last 7 days.
I watched 300 last night.
That is a good movie.
It really is.
It's a really good movie, and the sequel isn't
I've never seen
garbage.
Steven Universe, by the way.
It's so good. Garbage. I want to talk about that for 2 seconds just because I know
Sequel?
Corey's going to say this. No, not the sequel.
Okay, go on.
Just for Steven Universe because Corey's going to say, you always say that. And I am officially changing it. I will put this on paper if I have to. I will sign it in blood.
Favorite animated series?
No. That's a tough one to say, so I can't say necessarily that. That's what I'm saying. I can't go and say that. However, I think it's like episode 10 of season 5, so there's only 12 episodes in season 5, so I think it's episode 10, is the greatest narrative of any television show I've seen in anything. It beat out anything I've seen before, and I'm throwing Game of Thrones in there. I'm throwing before the last season. I'm throwing Avatar in there. Last Airbender.
I was gonna say Last Airbender, the episode where Iroh is walking through the city and then ends at his son's grave.
Beat it. Yeah. Tales from Ba Sing Se. Beat it.
We're talking about just an episode that blew your mind.
Just it is the great.
The
It's the
storytelling.
fact of building from. So that was like in the show. It's episode about 120. It's the fact of taking. Okay, here's 120 episodes, and we're going to teach you this story and this plot, and we're going to give you this narrative, and we're going to give you this lore and this world building and everything that you know. Fucking throw it out the window. You're wrong.
So fucking.
So twist. It's a twist.
I wasn't even gonna say that. I was gonna say like Deus Ex, basically.
Basically, like flip it on its head. Of what's a way I can say this without spoiling anything?
Apparently, I'll watch Steven Universe.
I won't.
What if
Neither will I.
Isildur actually was Sauron and no one knew it? So everything
Nothing.
you know about Lord of the Rings, only that's not who you think that person is.
Okay, so they majorly change perspective of something and then
'Cause the whole
change
thing
the
is-
entire history of something that built up to
Because
this.
the whole thing is here's these 5 characters and everything they know about everything that's happened on this planet for the last 5,000 years.
But
and
one
here's
person
this-
got something wrong, and then it changed everything else throughout history.
Completely to you guys didn't have it right.
That's pretty cool.
Blew my
yeah.
fucking mind. I was like, what the fuck? It was bad enough Dad called me and was
I
like, "What's
can't
wrong?"
remember.
I was like, what the fuck?
I can't remember what the last time I
No, that
actually
when
was
he
like
called me when I watched something. There was another show I watched.
when I was actually mind blown. Is it? So that's the last time, obviously, since it's recent that you were like,
that was like 3
blown
days.
away.
Yes.
What was the last anything you guys saw or played? Because I feel like for me it was
I remember that to the T.
Last mind blown.
that's a good one.
Oh no, I'm
Most recent?
gonna say it. Knock on wood. Good place.
Good
That one was good. That
I'm
one was really
in
good.
season 1. Don't say anything.
That one was really good.
That was actually
That
the one
was
my
rude.
dad called me because I went, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? And my dad called and was like, are you okay? And I was like, what the fuck, Dad?
Dad, what the fuck did I just see?
Dad was like, what are you watching? I was like, The Good Place. And he's like, what the hell is The Good Place?
What is a good place?
So The Good Place is an incredible
Do
fucking
you
show.
do you not have any idea?
So
Let me explain it so that way you don't give stuff away, because if I explain
Yeah,
stuff,
that's
it's at the very least explained in the first 10 episodes.
Okay.
So somebody dies and goes to the good place. So there's the good place and the bad place. Because at this point in time, like
show.
What is this on?
NBC?
NBC.
But
all of the show, everything that is currently out to this date is on Netflix. The final season 4, starts on the 28th.
yes.
28th, 26th,
It's
somewhere in there.
it's well worth a watch.
Hold on, I can easily sell this for him. It is written and directed by Drew Goddard, who did Daredevil on Netflix.
Okay, I'm in.
Okay. But it's a comedy
and
series
he did-
starring Kristen Bell. It's
he did Cabin in the Woods, didn't he?
yes.
Yeah, Cabin in the Woods. He wrote Cabin in the Woods.
Hold on. But it's also created by the guy that did The Office and Parks and Rec.
All right, and what's his name?
I can't think of his name off the top of my head right now.
Look it up. You keep telling
I
us what
see
the show's about.
But anyway, so Kristen Bell has died.
Yeah,
She is in the good place.
sure.
And so he's explaining, oh, this is the good place. You didn't make it into the bad place. So good for you. It's actually much harder to get into the good place than people think. By the way, this is not set up like
Oh, by the way,
Christianity
what's
or
his face?
Hindu or
It was
any.
just a good or a bad
It's
place.
Ted Danson.
Right. Yeah. Ted
place versus
Ted
bad
Ted
place.
Danson is the guy who created this good place because they are in a specific good place.
Like a shard.
Yeah. Correct. So
Michael Schur?
in
Sure.
I just, you know what?
every
Just stop.
yeah.
So I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Let
It's
me
good.
absorb it on my. That's what I'm getting at here.
It's okay.
If you watch the show and you like Kristen Bell's I don't know soulmate. If you like Kristen Bell's soulmate, the guy that plays him,
Midsommar.
you really need to watch Midsummer. He's
So good.
really,
Oh, yeah.
really fucking good at Midsummer.
Midsommar.
Yeah,
Ah, okay.
he's so fucking good. Like
Yeah.
It was really funny because I completely spaced the fact that like I'm pretty sure you mentioned him being in it, and we're like, oh my god, it's blah blah blah. But like,
I'm pretty sure I just went, oh my god, it's Chidi, and you were like, who the fuck's Chidi?
well, so we were watching The Good Place the other day, and I'm just like, Midsummer, and Adrian goes, what?
I gotta
was
say
like,
though, you have like 30 stories of doing exactly that.
right, but like that's the moment that it clicked that it was the guy from Midsummer. But I'm pretty sure while we were watching it the first time, he said, oh, guy from Good Place.
Exact same scenario. Watching 300 last night. Who is in 300?
Seriously?
Yes. Who else?
The
Ava, or no. Ava
Gerard
Green's only in
Butler.
the second one, right?
Gerard Butler. You're right. Phantom of the Opera.
Ava Green,
Mrs. Garrison. No, wait, sorry.
You
Mr.
know-
Slave.
Do you know who
No,
else
Mrs.
is in it?
Garrison.
Who?
Michael Fassbender.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did
I-
not know that.
I did not know that at all.
I was just kidding. I did not know he's in that.
I will say,
I
He's just one of the soldiers. He's
Yeah.
got a bunch of screen time.
I
He's just
I
one of
will
those
say
great dudes.
again, I watched 300 probably 6 months or less ago. So like that I mean, yeah.
Can I say something about movies real quick before we end up going on to Destiny?
Frank
Well,
Miller
I
is
was gonna
amazing
say
and needs to write more
stuff about
screenplays.
movies, but go on.
Well-
Also, to answer my own question, it's either Observer or Observation, whatever. That's on the Epic Store. That was last time my mind went.
Oh, gotcha.
Would recommend too.
I'm gonna keep thinking about that. But
I would say last serious mind blown, and you're gonna laugh, but it was the first time I completed the Leviathan in Destiny 2.
Yeah.
that encounter, that first time I completed that encounter.
No.
Let me look it up.
No,
I haven't experienced.
yeah, neither of you have any.
that's why I looked over here because I knew he would know what I was talking about. But the first time I completed that encounter and
I'm
the
wrong.
events,
Yeah, actually, the most recent mind blow was Destiny 2. When you speak, motherfucker,
Oh, yeah.
my
I
brain
literally did.
exploded.
I literally went, wait, my guy can talk?
That's
Dude, oh wait, hold on. What race are you?
So that's what I was gonna say.
Human.
I did Warlock
Does it
Human
change?
first. It does change.
Does it?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm-
So you did Warlock Human.
Yeah,
So you have Matt Mercer.
really?
it does sound like Matt Mercer. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, well, it's
I-
just when I first showed
Unless
it,
you
I was
went
like,
female, then
that
it's
sounds
Matt
like,
Mercer.
you know, sounds like
Yeah.
free.
Yeah.
It's high noon, bitch.
uh,
But yeah, no, I also have an XL Hunter, and I did that, and it's cool because the voice is all synthetic.
actually, you know what?
Cool.
I specifically anything the last time my mind has been blown. First session of Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to say the end of the first session of Pathfinder when it did it, I was like,
You know what really pissed me
wait,
off?
hold the fuck on. What?
I experienced that.
The second
Sleeping.
No, I experienced that as my character.
time. Yeah, that's true.
Because I fell asleep and I was awoken by a scream.
Yeah, well, you don't realize because you were over on you're on the chair sleeping,
Yeah.
and I got real quiet, and I was like, I'm gonna make Kaylee and Joe really mad. Ah, and I screamed. Yeah.
Because I remember just, what the fuck? And then Corey was like, and that's the end of it. And everyone was like, Corey! And I was like, what happened? So on the drive home, I was like, Nick, the fuck just happened? And he's explaining. I was like, wow, that sounds really cool. Can I go to bed now? I was so tired.
I think that's the most recent time my mind has been blown by anything.
By the way,
That's another problem I'm having with stuff. I'm realizing I've watched way too many movies. I've watched way too many TV shows. I've played way too many video
Start
games.
getting really good at guessing. What's
Yes,
gonna happen.
100% agree.
I started getting that way, so you know what I do? I just shut my fucking brain off.
I can't.
I just...
Brightburn is a great example. So I watched Brightburn, and it's okay, not a spoiler
just wanna
because
know,
it's
like,
in the trailer.
But my only question, real
Yeah.
quick, because I'm trying to figure it out. So is it Lex Luthor that shows up, or is it Brainiac?
What are you talking about?
It's basically Superman.
Well, yeah, but it's so the whole concept, and it's like a thriller. Thriller is kind of extreme.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd actually call it a thriller. There were certain parts where you're like, ooh,
It wasn't really thrilling.
but there's a part where a guy is driving. It's in the trailer. It's
Oh, yeah.
where he's just
Pick up
like,
the truck?
nope, yeah, but you don't actually see him pick up the truck. But he picks up the truck, right, and it goes up, and you don't see anything after that. That's when in the trailer it cuts. But it stops, and he looks, and I'm like, okay, he's gonna pick up the truck. Sure enough, something like woo, it goes forward, and I was like, all right, he's gonna drop it forward. He's gonna hit his head probably on the steering wheel and probably die or something. Boom! And I was like, I just turned to Kayla. I was like, oh man, this movie's not that great. Like it wasn't bad. It was just everything about it. You could guess exactly what happened from the trailers.
Danza said that Brightburn is basically what if Superman was an asshole?
Yeah, that's kind of it. Right? A creepy,
Superman.
a creepy prick of an asshole too. Like
Did you finish
Henry
The Boys?
Cavill, Superman.
No, I haven't finished The Boys yet because I was going to watch it and I was like, no, I need to take a nap. And then I looked at the time and I was like,
you haven't started it.
I've been watching Steven Universe.
He's on the last episode.
I'm on the final episode. I'm on episode.
That show is.
Dude, episode 7 ended.
That's the last time my mind was blown. Fuck.
Okay. Don't say anything.
I won't.
Real quick, cover your ears real quick. Just I
He's still gonna hear it.
Yeah, you are so
That's
fucking
true.
loud. Just text him.
if do you remember how episode 7 ended?
He watched it in one night. He doesn't know what episode 7 is.
Hey, 2.
Okay, excuse me. Sorry, past midnight.
No, it was night A, night B.
Let me put it to you this way.
Still the same physical day.
Carl Urban runs in and he's got a gun like this, like, come on, cunt, and
Yeah.
starts running off, and then the guy's like,
Yes.
and then follows. That ended, and I looked at the time and I was like, I have 40 minutes till I have to clock in.
I can watch another.
No, I'll be a good kid and go to work. And I got out of bed. I went to work. I was like, you know what? I'll watch it today. I got in bed and everything like that last night. Went to bed, woke up this morning, did everything, get home from everything I did today, get in bed, and I'm like, I can watch one episode or I can take a nap.
You took a nap.
And roll over and go to sleep.
And then I was like, fuck it. And I turn it on. Opening credits starts. Adrian calls to tell me she's on her way home. And I was like, okay, so it's a 20-minute drive home. It's an hour and
You
5
like
minute
how
episode.
Sounds like Nick is very good at math. Suddenly following the 30-mile-per-hour.
Well, no, I'm
curvature.
just like, it's a 20-minute drive here, and it's an hour and 5 minute episode. But Adrian hasn't seen a single episode of this show.
But a deer got hit on this road, which means Adrian's got to take the detour. Another 3 minutes.
But no, it's so yeah. I have not finished it. I will be done with
All
it
I'm saying about
hopefully
that,
by tonight.
there's a twist that I honestly, exactly like you're talking about. You see certain things, they don't allude to it at all. They just do a fantastic job of a great twist. That
All that I told him was when you see the laser vision, text me and let me know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great point.
Yeah. Well, which when he, I won't get into that because of
And-
spoilers.
And immediately
But-
he was like, "You mean the blue laser vision?"
Hmm?
Think about it, in the basement of the hospital,
Oh yeah.
There we go.
and the more comedic scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
You would love that scene. You need to
You-
watch it.
you would love it. I will say.
No, I feel like you will text the group and be like, "That was a fantastic."
Guys, I don't know what you guys are talking about. This show sucks.
I will say. I definitely have a feeling I'm going to start.
I'm like, this show
This is
sucks.
really weird.
I kind of want to change my character in Pathfinder more to Carl Urban's accent specifically. So like instead of doing the Scottish accent, doing
I'm trying to figure out if
more,
he's
like
asking permission. From
no,
the-
I'm not
I
asking
don't give a
permission.
fuck.
He's
He
like
was like,
Partially, I mean, he only does the accent about 30% of the time.
that's true. So the 30% of the
If
time it'll
anything-
just be slightly
If
different.
anything, Skylar will go, "Hey, you sound different," and you'll be like, "No, I don't."
Roll a deception check.
right. Wait. So
Did you guys
Ford
hear
does
that?
voices. So you're Ford. Anyway,
Did you guys see what happened today
What?
online?
today.
Yeah.
What happened?
here's the Joker's rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
People started seeing it.
Really?
I'm not happy now.
It's got like a 19% or some shit. with
Oh.
I tell you
people.
what,
like I'm looking.
I'm
up
gonna
real quick to
reserve
see.
my own
I
opinion.
completely am too.
And
But I was like,
I think
oh,
it looks
fuck.
good, but I'm gonna reserve my opinion because I'm right at that middle ground of
I'm
like,
looking up to see what the actual like because I can't remember. Oh, I didn't drop as far as they're making it sound. It's at 78.
Should have called her back and asked her to pick
But it
up
was at
some
100
headlight
for,
fluid.
like
Baby stocks dropping. Dead.
I don't know.
Dances with Les should have called her back and asked her to pick up some headlight fluid.
yeah, I got 20 straight.
Baby
reviews
stocks
today.
down. Dead.
Ouch.
I don't know.
Anyway,
WTB laser emoji.
Oh, I know what he's talking about.
You'll have to
Okay.
text us because
Okay.
I don't.
Okay, got it.
Oh, we're in spoiler territory,
Got
and
it.
I'm
Okay, I
okay.
see you.
I'm about to.
I see you.
I see you. So hopefully, you know what's funny? If I get that new iPhone, I could actually stream
No, you know what's great about
the Pathfinder game.
you
It's
could.
true.
You get a new iPhone.
Baby.
Do you know what's really cool about the new iPhone?
Dead.
Oh, but
To accompany the new iPhone, there
Nah,
is a
Paul.
company that runs pro like filmmaking software on iOS.
Sure.
They're releasing a new update.
this is really cool.
So, the new iPhone has a grand total of 4 cameras on it. There is one front facing.
Yep.
You have a telescopic lens,
Yep.
a wide lens,
Yep.
and an ultra wide lens.
Yep.
This software utilizes all 4 cameras to record simultaneously, and then you can record one single shot, and then it records as 4 separate files for you to be able to go through and be able to look at something and go, oh, on this particular shot, I would rather have the wide angle and then the front facing, or you know what?
That's
screw
really
that, let's go
cool.
in and I want to be able to
Kind of like how
between,
directors will
ultra-wide.
will start using
Yes.
different perspectives in a single scene.
So when it goes into the thing, it will show on the screen. It will say, "Okay, here's the telescopic," and it'll have a box around it. It says telescopic.
Mhm.
And you have wide, ultra wide, and then if you decide to bring
Aw,
the selfie
thanks,
camera, it includes it right here for the
Audio
front
today
facing.
is 10 out of 10.
Aw.
You're welcome.
See what happens when I remember to plug it into the right input.
That's what she
See
said.
what happens when you put it in the right hole, Nick?
It's a woman's job.
I plugged it into the microphone jack instead of the headphone jack, which is what happened last week.
But when you're sitting there and you're doing it,
Mhm.
you literally click what boxes you want to record, and it will turn those cameras on. So you can literally be like, I want to record front facing and telescopic. Okay, those are both on. And then in the middle of a shot, be like, you know what? Now I want to go through and add in
See,
the ultra wide.
I love all
Now
this
that's
stuff, but I don't use enough camera.
I don't use
I
it either.
want it, I want it
but I
as
want
a-
to get into it.
I want an excuse to do it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's so.
Might as well use it.
We never go outside though.
See,
Fuck the sun.
I
get some
I do the
really
exact same thing,
shots
so
of
I'm kind of with that with cameras. But I will say there was something I've been wanting to buy for a while, which is a field recorder, and I've been wanting to buy it for a while. And as soon as I found out I was going to be going to Horror Hound, I went ahead and picked it up, so I could record the audio from the Scream panel. Which, by the way, I need to get that to you because I've got it. It turned out actually really well. But I have like my main reasoning for getting it though. So when we have that Scotch class coming up, I'm actually going to be recording the audio for it. So that way people that can't make it, that want to know the stuff, will have audio to go with.
I don't want that much more. Thank you.
Sounds like it's time to start selling external hard drives for iPhones.
He's not wrong.
I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty meh on the new Apple announcements this year. The phone. Okay, it's got new cameras on it. Yay!
That's pretty. Aside from the new chip,
It's got a new chip in it, but there's nothing revolutionary about
Right.
it. And so honestly, I was looking forward to them doing something good this year and
they kinda just-
upgrading, because my mom's really interested in buying my phone because she doesn't want to
what do you have?
XS Max.
Okay, so that's the
10S
thing.
Max.
So that's the thing.
Easier to say. Easier to say. XS
So-
Max.
10 is
But
even
that's
shorter.
kind of so. I hear
Here's
you
the
exactly
syllables.
on that. The thing I'm
10
thinking, I think
X,
it determines
One syllable.
I think it matters entirely to the phone you have.
Mhm.
For you, makes perfect sense not to upgrade.
Mhm.
I have a 7 Plus.
It's time for you to upgrade.
It's time for me to upgrade. My phone, if I charged it before I left here. Actually, no. I think I got here and it was about 70%. I barely used it, and I'm already at 54.
I've been using my
Like,
phone.
Is it locked or?
I've been using my phone all day. Look at the battery.
Right, exactly.
I've been using my phone all day, and my battery's literally basically full.
I'm just excited that the
Because 14% of your battery is gone.
Oh, I didn't know you could see that.
Go into settings and go into battery and then battery
Oh,
health.
battery health.
That was the biggest news on the thing on the news for Apple in the last week before the new announcement.
Yeah.
Is apparently if you go through and change out your battery and you go to a non-Apple certified person, or you use a non-Apple certified battery, so you use like a third-party battery,
Mhm.
it shuts that feature off, so you can't do that anymore. And people were throwing a fit about it, but I could see why. I could see Apple's.
There is a supervisor at my work who just showed me his phone last Friday. He paid $300 for it. That's it.
Okay.
You can never upgrade it from the current Android build it's in, ever.
basically.
Right? It is a
You just
fucking
flash it.
brick. And I mean that in literally it is probably 6 to 7 pounds.
Jesus.
The entire phone is a giant battery that lasts for 10 days straight.
Holy fuck! That's the
said
phone I want in Blair Witch.
He watched
He
he watched 8 hours of Netflix and like played on Facebook like for the remaining 2 hours. He was at 99%. He said he watched it finally fall from 100 to 99, felt accomplished, and turned it off.
what brand is
I
this?
don't know. I'll see if I can find out.
I don't believe in any way that is not a aftermarket thing.
Well,
I
no,
think somebody
it's
got
a whole
phone
no.
and like put a battery on it and did a bunch of shit.
No,
to
it's
it.
a special. It's one of the cheap off phones, like a Chinese model or
But
something.
what I'm saying is like that has to have had something done to it. That is not that's an aftermarket battery. Like that was not.
Well,
the battery
so
shipped
that's what I
on it.
mean though. Like if I take this case off, it wasn't a case. The whole thing was built. The phone was like that thick, and it was surrounded in almost the same type of material that's on the OtterBox. The whole thing, it's like it was built. It's like waterproof, not water resistant. So the whole thing is like meant to just, if you're fucking off the grid, apparently, you're good.
Jesus.
That's your camping phone.
Jesus.
No,
I literally asked him, I was like, why would you want this? He's just like $300. Why not? What is that?
Is that it?
I don't know.
Oh, you can't see it very well.
It looks similar.
It has a 10,000 milliamp battery built into it.
It was just I held it like he gave it to me. And it was like, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, it's a little hard on the belt. Just like pulling his pants down.
That's great.
Oh, that's fucking why.
Why?
So there's a 10,000 milliamp battery in it, but a 1 gigahertz processor with a 720p LCD screen.
It has no power drain.
Yeah, like there's nothing
power
like
drain.
draining the battery.
Since we're here, I've already talked to you. I haven't talked to you yet. We might have to change the format of the podcast for a couple months.
Okay.
I've heard their story 4 times.
I will apparently
Ready
be
for your fifth?
transferred to Louisville for 2 months.
Watch how much.
He's going on task force.
I'm going on
Like
task
when I went
force
to Nashville for
Yeah.
10
I was
days,
gonna say,
he's
I'm
going
not
to
sure what you're
Louisville.
saying
He's
as
going
far
to
as, like,
Louisville.
for 2 months. They're opening up. It's fine. They're opening up a new property in Louisville, and they want me to go and train the bartenders there.
Okay.
And so,
Cool.
yeah. So I will be at a new property in Louisville. You guys should definitely come check it out because it looks
Louisville's
fucking
what?
nuts. Hour and a half.
Is it the only hour and a half?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember which one was closer.
It's a quick drive.
Yeah, it's insanely fast.
Oh, that's where the pirate cruise was.
Yes. Well, no.
No,
The
that's
Pirate Cruise is in Cincinnati,
Oh,
which is further.
don't listen to me.
But Joe, Cincinnati's further.
Gotcha.
So Louisville's closer.
Gotcha.
But anyway, so Louisville, I will be there for 2 months. So for the podcast, if you guys still want to do it like this, feel free. Adrian's still gonna be here. But
I don't know how to use this equipment.
but the other thing is, I was gonna say I will have my laptop with me, so I was gonna say if we wanted to do like Google Hangouts and use that to stream to YouTube.
That's fine. I don't
But,
care. We can figure that out.
So but yeah, very long story short, they're opening up a new property. It's called Marriott Signature Distill. So with Marriott Signature, what they do is when they are building a new property, whatever town they're going to, they figure out like what that town is known for, what that city's known for, and then build an entire hotel around that. So Louisville is known for whiskey because like Kentucky bourbon.
Right.
Yeah. So the building that they're going into used to be a housing facility for aging bourbons.
Mm-hmm.
And the company that sold it to them will actually still be aging bourbon in the hotel.
That's cool.
So there's actually like a private dining room where you can go and hang out.
when
and
is
like,
this all happening, by the way?
So I will be there from October 6th to November 26th.
I just remembered he'll
He's
be back
still,
on
he's
weekend.
still here for the first weekend of Shadowkeep.
That's
Don't worry.
not even
That's
the thing
not
that
what I
he's
was-
worried about.
Yeah.
He's worried about Halloween.
Mhm.
That's correct.
I am talking to them. I should have zero problems coming back for specifically for holidays, weekends, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Because this property is not open yet. Therefore, my being there is Monday through Friday.
Mhm.
And Halloween is on what day this year?
When I opened
Thursday.
a property in Milwaukee,
It's on a Thursday.
my normal work day was 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, and then I had all the other time off. And it just so happened that while I was up there, it fell across my 5-year anniversary with Morgan, and our anniversary was like a Tuesday. And I told the guy that I was working for, I was like, "Hey, this is a pretty big deal. Like, I want to go back home to spend the time with." He was like, "Yeah, just go take
Well, and
take the day before, the day of, and the day after, and then just come back."
which that's another thing. So like my manager just did this again this last
Nashville's like a 5 hour ago, though.
like 2 months ago, a month ago.
Oh yeah, our
Zach came back from
our
Jersey.
AGM's been back for a month, and he was gone for basically 3 months in Jersey opening a property.
And the entire time that he was there, they flew his wife out to hang out with him. Like twice?
They flew his wife out twice, and they flew him back twice to visit
Cool.
her.
So like they don't have problems with back and forth, and it's only an hour and a half. So should not be an issue with any major stuff. But there's no way in hell I can come back every Wednesday night for a podcast.
I've
So
also basically convinced him to take his desktop with him. That's what I did.
Yeah,
Why
but
do you
where are
need
you
your
gonna stay?
desktop?
In the
in the hotel,
Why do you need your desktop?
Are you going to stay in the same room, though? Because
yeah,
That's more.
it's
powerful
not
than
open. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
That?
Yeah.
I will fucking argue. That fucking processor
That-
bottlenecks the shit out of
What
that
processor do
1080.
you have?
Over there?
Yeah.
8350? Which
There's
I don't
I
think
no
he...
way.
i5 or i7.
Yeah.
i5 or i7.
No, he has
No,
neither. That's an
AMD
AMD 8350 that hasn't technically been like...
AMD 8350 Vishera.
I thought you meant
From, like,
I thought you meant
2009.
i7
Intel,
i7
Oh, no,
8350.
no.
I was like,
I'm like,
I was
this
like,
generation's like
FX.
new.
yeah.
So hold
No,
on.
no.
FX...
No, that's basically what Skylar had. Yeah,
83
you're right.
No, that was the thing. Skylar had the overclocked version of that.
He doesn't anymore. Now he has a
So
Ryzen.
it came out in October of 2012.
Huh.
He is right.
That
though.
thing is bottlenecking the fuck out of that graphics card. Like, don't get me wrong, nice graphics card. It can only keep up to
Nick
so
needs
much.
a new processor.
Yeah, Nick needs a new computer. Because the problem is to get a new processor, he needs a new motherboard.
Here's the other thing though. Here's the other thing though. So we're looking at so like I said, so that's an 8350 Vishera,
Okay.
clocked at 4 gigahertz. This is a Jesus Christ i7 8750.
8th generation
Clock-
i7. So already here,
Even if
Now,
it's at 3.6,
what's the clock speed?
It's still
2.2.
Why?
Jonas is like, what?
2.2 gigahertz.
Well, still,
Why
that
is
is
it so
turbo
low?
because it has turbo boost. What is it
So-
turbo to?
Your face has turbo. I don't know. I'm just looking at the information right
Okay,
here.
hold on.
It's only got 8 gigs
Intel-
of RAM.
What is it? An i7 what?
i7 8750H CPU.
Oh, because it's an age. It's a laptop CPU.
Correct, but on top of that,
It should still
yeah,
be
it
stronger.
turbo boosts to 4.2. So when it hits heavy load, so i.e. gaming,
I'll show you a heavy load.
it clocks to 4.2.
But my graphics card though is actually my graphics card's a 1060.
You have a 1080 Ti in there, right?
I have 1080,
No,
not a
that's
Ti.
Ti.
How do I figure out device manager?
What are you trying to do?
Yeah.
Figure out what my graphics card is.
Yeah.
Display adapter.
Display adapter.
You just said 1060.
1050 Ti.
So basically a 1060.
I'd say between 1060 and 1070.
What are you talking about?
1050 Ti I would rank where? I'd say between
Slightly higher than a
1060 and
1060. But anyway, but no, I will definitely have my laptop with me. If not, probably both. Because if I take my laptop, then I can stream, and then that would also kind of, since I'm down in Louisville and Adrian's up here without me, some kind of connection.
I'm looking for the.
Your bottleneck's gonna be the fucking Marriott Wi-Fi.
The Marriott Wi-Fi
That's probably-
is actually not that bad.
I don't know, especially if no one's in the hotel.
I had, case in point, when I was at the Marriott in Nashville, I had like 7 MS ping and 0 packet loss while I was down there. And I was averaging like, I mean, the download speeds weren't crazy, but it was hovering 75 meg.
I
But,
don't
like,
think, I
but-
don't think
but-
I realized.
It was at least good enough to where we could all play Destiny, no problem.
Yeah, I was playing Destiny, had no lag, no nothing. Like, it was perfectly fine. I was worried about it.
That's another thing that's a little weird. So I am very used to my current property, which is 1,005 rooms.
Mhm.
This property is 220.
The one I went to in Nashville was like 300.
It's a little small. But they have more fucking restaurants and bars than we do.
Yeah.
My thing is, I don't know if I greatly misunderstood. Oh my god, really?
You said heavy load.
What?
I was literally looking for this like the whole time. I'm like, I have it saved in my pictures. I'm like, where is it?
Where is it?
Because it's just the face Guy Fieri is making. Oh,
Oh, speaking of Guy Fieri, I got a picture of him. Anyone seen his dick before?
I don't want to.
No.
I don't want to be taken to that flavor
I
town.
don't know who the fuck, I don't know who the last guy is. I guess he's somebody from ICP.
He is. That makes so much sense.
Violent J. Wait,
He's
who's
like the Squirtle?
wait.
Turtle Blastoise.
who's Steve Harwell?
Exactly.
Ah.
The Squirtle. Who gives a shit? Blastoise.
No, but I am
Air,
either greatly-
water, fire, earth, fucking magnets. How do they work?
I fucking don't even.
What was that other guy? Steve what?
Harwell. HAR.
I don't know if I'm greatly overestimating what internet speeds are needed now,
Sure.
or if I'm just, I don't know. So I looked up on Google Stadia.
As soon as I saw him with sunglasses, I realized who he is. He's the lead singer of Smash Mouth.
Gotcha.
But as soon as I saw him with sunglasses, I was like, oh. But like, I apparently have never seen that man without sunglasses.
You have now.
I looked up.
really
I was
gotta
on the
pee.
Google Stadia website, and it goes through, and there is a internet check to test to see what
If
your
your
connection
internet's-
will be.
yeah.
I went through and did it, and I mean, obviously, I know I've got good internet, but I hit it the max settings. I can do 4K, 60 frames a second, like their max, what they are capable of putting out on their server side.
Sure.
Then I went and looked into it. To hit that, you just have to have at least 30 megabits a second.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I was like, that seems like nothing.
It's more tn video though. Like that's more than Netflix technically.
I get that, but I feel like,
We watch 4K on Netflix all the time, and it's still way less than gaming.
I feel like I was like, oh, when I had 75 megabits a second, I was like, geez, this is not enough to do anything.
Well,
but
you got to realize you
splitting it.
say you have 75 megabit, but that's your max possible speeds. And
No,
so
fuck that shit.
that's the
difference
that's the
between
stupid thing.
Comcast
Well,
and
no.
AT&T.
Your big argument is mostly going to be around downloading things, not so much streaming things. Streaming is usually optimized as best as humanly
And it's also-
possible.
I
it-
get
it's
that, but
both
still,
ways.
4K,
It's
60
download
frames
and
trying
upload.
to, with zero
How
latency.
what you want to look up is how much data does it use streaming just a 4K video?
Good point.
Like because streaming is fairly optimized. Like it's intensive on the one streaming, but the person receiving the stream is not that bad.
I went through and was like, oh, I'm using like 100 gig of Netflix a month. Upped everything onto the 4K package, and now I use like 600 a month.
It's a lot of data, but the fact that you're not even hitting a terabyte.
No, that's just Netflix. We're hitting like a terabyte and a half a month of use.
Yeah, I was
You know
gonna
what
say,
doesn't have Max?
Huh?
Oh, you heard me.
I didn't.
MetroNet.
Yeah, you can't fucking get it in my area.
Guess
So-
whose dad's house is getting MetroNet very soon, and then is moving into said dad's house.
Most likely.
Oh, nice.
My dad bought a house, so
Nice.
we might
Where
be
at?
we might
Well, I guess not on the
Yeah.
podcast.
Oh, he lives off of
Yeah, I was
same,
gonna say
same,
that.
same general area.
Okay.
Same general area.
Same general area.
He just- they,
Southside.
they needed more space, and it's the house I grew up in. and
So
I'm more
going to
than
pick up that AC,
Uh-huh.
Kaylee, like we're driving, and Kaylee goes, "Look at that room! It's got all the Halloween decorations. That's that's Tyler's room." She got so pumped.
Yeah, that's the office. The office is the rest of our house is pretty barren.
Yeah,
The office is
Poppin'.
decked out, man.
No, I got into an argument though. Going back to what you were saying with maximum speed.
Cries
So-
and data caps. I could blow through a terabyte in a weekend.
My thing is, so I was talking to, so you got, let's for instance, I'm gonna use Comcast. So they go through and like until I hit gigabit at least, it was always the example of like, oh, you have 100 megabytes a second, but I was normally hitting like 150 to 200. Like for whatever reason, it was just like I'm getting more than what
depends on the router, I think.
that could be too.
I mean, it also depends what they send out, but I think the router has a lot to do with it.
But back in the day, we had AT&T, and it was, oh, you guys have 25 megabits a second. We were hitting like 2. So we called AT&T, and I was like, hey, what's going on with this? And they were like, oh, well, you have up to 25.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm getting 2. And they were like, yeah, 2 is up to 20. They literally, 2 is up to 25.
Yeah,
I was
it's the
just like-
magic words. Up to. I remember working.
I'm like, fuck you.
working at the same job you and I worked at. One of the things selling was you can save up to $100 or $500 or $1,000 or whatever.
You
Good
can
thing
save
you're
up
gonna do
to
it.
$1,000 if you buy these specific items that
And
no one
spend
would ever
roughly
buy.
10 grand in a single month. Like,
Yeah. You can get up to 3% cash back. Like, yeah.
Yeah, up to some bullshit.
The words up to are pretty, 100%
Your
bullshit.
computer really wants you to play ESO. You're just flipping through ads like crazy.
Because I have
I get that.
that's the ESO launcher.
I
So
know
it's just,
what it is.
Yeah.
I like the. It's like
Speaking of which, have you
I have not even turned that game on since I
what-
learned how to make.
Have you turned on Destiny?
No,
you've been playing a little bit of Destiny? Are you kidding me?
I have not touched.
Not on
Destiny
PC.
since last Wednesday.
So if I may ask, what is stopping you so much from Destiny aside from all the other like
Because I'm
Steven
fucking
Universe?
mad right now.
Go
Let me
on.
tell you about this.
No,
I'm
go on.
the one that's like,
I
I
wanna
don't
let
want
him
to talk
talk.
Destiny. I hate Destiny.
Hold,
We need to stop talking
okay,
about it, but I wanna
okay.
talk about it.
Welcome to the Destiny portion of the podcast for the next hour. Now, hold on one second.
Hold on.
I will specify this
He's
with.
starting it, so I'm excited.
No.
Why? 'Cause I'm
I am
mad.
specifying this with.
Apparently, I'm
I
not
am-
playing it right.
No. I am 100% down to help him. I just we gotta find some time. Let's do this. I'm down. Let's do this. But
Continue.
So I have soloed this entire game.
Mhm.
I have not played. I don't think I've ever played with anybody. Like, I don't think you and I have played any actual missions together. I think we've done like Crucible, but I don't remember us ever doing actual like any story content together. It's all been I've soloed it.
Mhm.
Then I got to the point in Forsaken where they were like, "Hey, there's 8 barons. Go fight them."
Mhm.
I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I'll start at the bottom and I'll work my way up." The bottom weakest baron on the actual map, light level wise, is the chick on
The Rider.
Pike.
Mhm.
Okay, I have not made it past about a minute and a half into that fight, and at any point has she ever dropped below like 95% health.
What light level are you?
I don't know. I can look it up.
You have to be at least
but-
300.
Yeah, I'm
No.
I'm like 410, I think.
I think you need. I think you're supposed to be 420 for her. Just please.
No, for her, it's
No,
390.
I was gonna say it's,
Okay.
it's like it's.
For her, it's 390 because I remember looking at it. I was like, oh, I should be good.
I was gonna say one of. I will say, in all fairness, one of the earliest barons you fight is a fucking pain in the ass. I don't remember which one.
The rider. The rider's a
The
bitch.
rider is a bitch.
I didn't have an
Rider's
issue with the
bitch.
rider.
Oh, I'm 367. Oh, my bow's 410. So
That's why he's below light level.
yeah.
He's
Yeah,
below
so you're
light
gonna
level.
you're,
But that's the thing is,
you're
I'm
below
like,
by
so how
30,
do
so
I-
you're gonna get
basically-
one hit.
Yeah,
And I'm
you're
like,
basically-
how do I? The game went
Call your
from-
big brother and he'll come and beat the shit out of
No,
the bully on the playground,
that.
and
If
then
you
you're
just-
fine to
Thank
come
you,
back to the
Bobby.
playground.
Just do the public events on the strangled whatever, and you'll the tangled shore,
Yeah.
and you'll start getting those like 410s, 415s.
But what was pissing me off is everything else I've been walking through.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, here's big bad boss. Boss is dead. Okay, yay!
so
I did it on myself.
You re-
And then the game's
have
like,
you
oh,
liked-
fuck this
did
guy.
you like the Forsaken part of the storyline? Like
I-
with Cade 6. and
I'm
everything?
on the first mission.
Yeah, no,
of
I
that.
know where you're at.
I like the cutscene.
Well,
so the one cutscene I've seen and the one
Joe.
that I played, yes, I like.
Let me put this in a slight perspective. Once you're done with these barons, you go fight Aldrin Sov. Like
That's not at all what IGN
that's
says.
that's the
IGN
rest
says-
of.
Still,
I still
he's still-
have,
there's a
like-
little bit of content.
Yeah,
I say they still say I've got like 15 missions to go.
There's still content.
Right,
in
but
between.
so if you have 15 missions, they're counting.
barons. So,
Yeah.
Okay, that's still 9 missions after the barons.
6 missions.
I'm not mathing.
There's 8 barons.
I'm Mark Kelly. I can't math.
I was gonna say
8
the same thing.
barons, 8
I just,
barons,
I was
and then
just
the
like-
fanatic.
Corey's like, no, let him go.
There is some stuff to do after their ends, but I don't know. Destiny lately has done a really good job. The last time I felt sad, I guess is the best way to say it, is when I got Ace of Spades. You guys have Ace of Spades, right?
No, I don't.
I hate to
You don't have Ace yet,
I need to get the. I need to
Nick
finish
is
it
right.
up. I need to finish it up. I
8
have.
barons and then. what's
and then
the
Aldrin
finish?
Sov.
Yeah, you're right.
I told you.
1, 2, 3,
I
4,
thought there was stuff
5,
to do in
6,
between.
7, and then the 8th.
Because when you go for the 8th Baron, that's also the
I forgot
boss
the
fight
8th
for
baron.
Aldrin
Oh,
Sov.
yeah.
Aldrin
You're
Sov,
right.
because he's one of the
I'm in
barons.
the mic.
I'm saying
sorry.
I keep thinking about all the quests after you
But-
complete the talisman.
Correct. So that's the other thing is
Yeah, there's still some more
after
stuff
you
to
complete it,
do.
there's a shit ton of story mission left. It's just the actual you facing Aldrin Sov is the end of that.
Can I make another
And but
Good.
I really complained tonight.
Go on.
So I got a ship. Yeah. And I really liked this ship.
Mhm.
And it had I don't know why I thought this is about a year ago I did this. So I had a transmat
Mhm.
effect on it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I fucking love this transmat effect and I want it back.
Mhm.
So it was on my ship and I was like, oh, I don't like this ship, but I like my transmat
Are you pulling up
effect.
the same thing?
Hold on. I'll get to that.
he's getting to this.
This is why I'm mad. So I went through and was like, oh, well, it's currently used on this ship. So I have to use another one on this ship to get that one off so I can use it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Didn't realize it was a one-time use.
Yeah, it consumes it.
Yeah.
Keep
so
waiting.
I consumed another one on top of this, thinking it would pop this one out and give it back to me in my inventory.
Doesn't happen, unfortunately.
So, completely erased and gave me this one,
Mhm.
right? Okay. A month later, everything you've achieved from that point on, you can go through and redo through collection.
Flare.
So everything at
He
the point that
can't-
I did it, you can't fucking do it. So I still haven't earned it.
What are you trying to get?
I don't remember what it's called. It's
It was
got a
like
little
Pink Bunny.
rabbit on it.
It was the pink button.
Amethyst rabbit or coral rabbit?
Coral rabbit. That one. Yeah.
I can.
Yeah, because you have it.
Because you've
I earned it.
gotten that transmat. He earned the transmat and
Before
used it before the cutoff
collection.
date, but
So I didn't
to
have
unlock it in the
it.
collections.
I see what
I
you're
have
saying.
spent. I'm
But
not
I don't
kidding.
think I
I don't
used.
want to.
Well, no, the whole point was it was in your inventory. He didn't have one in his inventory
Gotcha.
when collections
Correct.
was
Does it not-
set up properly for
That's
flare.
what the year one shaders do, or the year
Yeah.
one things.
How much have I spent on that?
It's not my fault. Just
I've
saying.
spent about $50 to $60 on Bright Ingram.
You said you like which one? The Coral Rabbit?
Coral Rabbit.
Yeah, I have that one.
I don't. But I will say, Joe,
I've been fucking
Joe?
buying fucking things like left and right.
don't buy shit. Play the game.
You'll get it.
Yeah, because once
So-
you get to level
Yeah.
50,
Once you
one
get to
every
max
single-
level, every level you get a year one Bright Ingram. That is a Bright Ingram that is only stuff from year one.
You guys didn't hear what happened in Fallout 76, did you?
Are you talking about the girl that got banned for? Okay.
Titties?
There was a girl that got banned in Fallout 76 because apparently she accidentally fell through a glitch and fell below the world and then created an entirely new world in this new plane of existence that nobody can access.
That's awesome.
And people were like, that's bullshit. And Bethesda was like, fine, I guess we'll ban her. And then they banned her. And then everybody's like, wait,
I thought that was a feature.
wait.
You guys always say
Hold on.
it's
You
a
banned
feature.
her for like exploiting the game and making it more enjoyable for herself. Like, if anything, you guys need to promote people enjoying this game because apparently nobody is enjoying it, even though I loved it. But
No one's enjoying it now.
You loved it?
So,
When's the last time you played it?
beta.
That's what I fucking thought.
that's the first time I played it.
Well, that was-
I've never played it. No, I'm just kidding.
Got
I just
him.
played it 2 weeks ago because I did Nuclear Winter.
Is that the Battle Royale?
Yeah.
Don't care.
Is that the don't give a fuck? Sorry, audio listeners.
Yeah, sorry, Led.
Listen, Nerf. Now,
No,
all
I mean,
my,
it says we
now
have 4
all my
concurrent
friends
viewers.
are
It's
here.
just only one person is here.
So it literally states on like the article I read, basically all of the few players that are still playing the game and are actually enjoying it are now pissed because the one thing Bethesda always said was, "Here's the Atomic Shop. You can buy little cosmetics that don't do shit, and it's just here. Look how colorful your shit can be, or whatever."
Oh, they just went pay to win.
They say they didn't. So
when a company says they didn't, they inevitably do.
food expires. It perishes.
In the game.
Yeah. So you know what you can buy now in the Atomic Shop? A refrigerator to keep your food good. But you can only get it in the Atomic Shop. You cannot earn a refrigerator at any point in the game. You know what else you can buy? A Mr. Handy that goes through and just finds all the resources you need for you and just brings them back to your camp for you.
What do you do whenever people stop playing a game? You make it easy.
I was gonna
The
say you
problem is,
masturbate,
like,
but yeah, I guess
last
that works too.
1,000 players that were still playing it have all said, like, we're not playing this game anymore. So I think Fallout 76 may be dead,
Well,
along with Fallout 4.
Who knew that a Fallout game would have a number attached to it that was actually the number of players?
so
Got him.
way
Got
random to maybe think of it because Fallout's not, it's post-apocalyptic. But I watched Mortal Engines the other day.
Such a great fucking
That movie
film.
is great. Why did it do so bad? You did not like this film.
I
No,
want
I liked it, but I don't know if I'd go as far as say it was great.
I loved it.
I want more in the world. I want more in
Thank
that
you.
world.
It is not
The world-
coming. It is done.
No, I
Yeah,
know.
I will
because-
say,
because it was
I
shit.
will agree with that. The world building,
was great.
phenomenal. The overall story,
I don't know. I
is
fucking
my
enjoyed every bit of
I
that.
feel
film.
part of that movie
story
was the city, was the wall, was the airship. It was the environment.
Yeah.
The characters inside were poop. The strike was cool, but that was it.
This is the thing
he
I will say
wasn't-
with that. The one thing I will say I do agree.
Yeah.
They could have done more to make other characters.
More interesting.
Yes. So the one thing I will say is, from what I can tell, so first of all, the movie cost $300 million to make.
Yeah.
So from what I can tell, it very much seems like they were like, okay, if you're gonna do this, like we're gonna let you make one film. If it does good, we'll maybe do another one.
Yeah.
Because they're like, because it wasn't directed
So
by
they're
Peter
trying to
Jackson, but it
close
was
things.
produced by him.
Peter
So he
Jackson.
was like, hey, we trust Peter
Produced by
Jackson.
Peter Jackson, but it was written by what's her face?
Fran Walsh.
Fran Walsh. Thank you.
So this is the thing: $300 million to make that film.
$50 million. Who you think you kidnapped? Chelsea Clinton?
How much? Do not look it up. Do you think that movie made opening weekend?
Opening weekend?
Yes.
80
Less.
I was gonna say
Less.
probably
20
60.
mil?
Less.
55.
Less.
10.
Less.
2.
It's made $6 million opening weekend. That is why that film is never getting a sequel.
Oh no, I knew it wouldn't get a
Christ.
sequel.
Here's the thing.
$6 million opening
It
weekend.
fills a niche
Trying
that
to
doesn't
find an
exist,
actual-
but nobody wants.
I did.
I fucking love steampunk. I'm
I love
sorry.
everything about
agree.
steampunk.
I
Like
am
the
the same
new
way.
the new
I was
Carnival
so-
Row show on
Fix
Amazon
yourself,
Prime
fucker.
No, but
hits
I
that.
need to fucking
scratches
watch that so
itch
much.
of, like,
Here's
Joe,
the thing.
you need to watch
Hold
that
on,
show
one
too.
person at a time.
what is steampunk?
Steampunk is like Victorian.
Oh my god.
Victorian Industrial Revolution, but with a heavy advancement in technology,
All
but-
based around the steam.
but not progressing like beyond
No
the steam
digital,
engine.
right.
Exactly.
No
Exactly.
digital.
Everything's still
I agree.
analog and
I
basic.
feel like Carnival Row adds a twist in adding the
Have you seen
fantasy
it?
aspect. No, I'm going to.
Okay.
It's on my list.
I got so excited that someone else has seen it.
It's
The day I finish The Boys, I'm starting Carnival Row.
It's one of those shows that puts a good twist on it from what I've heard and everything. That's great. Mortal Engines was pure steampunk. The environment was great. The city was fucking awesome.
The whole the Predator cities and
everything.
Yeah.
Everything about it was super cool. But if you really, really look at that movie, what happened?
I hate to say it's been so long since I've seen it.
I was gonna say I saw it
I have
opening
only
night.
I
seen
saw
it
it like
once.
maybe 2 weeks ago.
I just
Um,
saw it like 2 days ago.
I was really I hated the pacing of it. It felt
Yeah.
like it felt like everything was boom 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 boom.
I will 100%
And there
give
was-
that to you.
There was no okay, but
No development.
they said that they crossed the channel into Europe, okay, and then I'm assuming that this wall is probably like the border, considering the people on the other side of the wall are Asian. I'm assuming this is the border between like Europe and Eurasia. And they said they just crossed the channel from the UK into Europe, and it's like that, and they're at the wall, and they've crossed basically an entire continent on this city. Don't get me wrong, the city's massive, has a lot of power, and probably moves decently quick, but you're not going to cover an entire
Well,
continent.
most of the
in-
countries in the UK are about the size of a state in the United States.
but still,
even-
you're not
even
going
still-
to cross it.
But
in,
so
in,
that's what I
in
mean.
an hour.
There's time shift that we don't see.
Yeah.
Same with Game of Thrones, stuff like that.
I will say that this definitely felt like character, or not so much character development.
felt
I get
so
world building wise.
cliche.
World building wise, I would say seasons 1 through 6 of Game of Thrones, and then but like actual storyline pacing wise, season 8.
Yeah.
Okay, real quick. I do have something I got to correct.
What?
Sorry, it was 100 million, not 300 million. So I was wrong on budget.
Okay.
So, other thing, total life, domestically, it only made 15 million.
Oof.
That hurts.
That is a big wall.
That's the whole time. It was out for 5
So
weeks.
that's what I mean.
That's a punch in the cock.
Now, hold on.
What they should have done, in my opinion, that would have made a great show.
Not only that,
Television
I
series,
agree
fucking
with that.
A.
Another thing, though, they released this film at the worst fucking time.
When?
So, this film, okay,
Okay.
opened against Into the Spider-Verse,
Yes.
Oof.
Aquaman,
Oof.
Ralph Breaks the Internet,
Oof.
and okay, I guess that. So, out of those 4 movies,
Question mark.
do what?
Oof. Question mark.
But yeah, don't open against Spider-Man, Aquaman, and fucking
Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It
Disney.
Ralph. Yeah.
But I mean, it's like, oh hey, we're just gonna launch against Disney and the 2 big. Disney, Marvel, and DC. Fuck them, guys. We got this.
Dude.
This is our time to shine.
It would have been.
It was
summer
Titanfall
hit.
2. Let's just face it. It was Titanfall 2. Led said Mortal Engines was really cool until it started channeling the Matrix sequels.
Oh.
No, I agree wholeheartedly. That's fantastic. It's a
Hold
great
on,
point.
hold on. I think I found the problem with the movie. We can't have Hugo Weaving in anything, guys.
If anything,
Let's
he's
keep-
one of the best parts of that film.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Like,
Robot
what
Guy
did we just
equals
see?
Agent Smith.
What did
City
we
Behind
just
the
see
Wall
his
equals
daughter
Zion. Weird sunglasses, leather trench coats.
What
Yeah.
did we just see his daughter in?
God, that
Ready or not?
Dad.
Not his daughter. It was his niece.
Niece. That
First
film
of
was
all,
great.
Samara Weaving is fucking gorgeous. Second of all,
She looks like
she's
Margot Robbie.
she looks like Margot Robbie with in a weird way. Like it's really scary because like I was like, God damn, she is beautiful.
You know what Margot Robbie obviously looks like, right?
Yes,
I'm gonna
Right,
pull up
right,
a picture.
right.
I don't need to pull up both pictures.
you know Margot Robbie.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Speaking of Margot Robbie, you all saw the trailer.
Oh,
yes.
for Birds
I
of Prey.
could not give a fuck.
Nah. Dude, it was so funny. We were.
I knew Margot Robbie. Oh wait,
No,
was
that's
No,
not Margot
that's-
Robbie.
That's Samara Weaving.
wow.
That's
She
my
looks just
point.
like Margot Robbie.
She looks like Margot Robbie, but like in a weird
Different
way,
eyes.
Yeah.
slightly Hugo Weaving.
I like the fact that I was like, yeah, I know who Margot Robbie. Wait a minute.
Right.
yeah, it's like took a dump.
Here's what's hilarious. Samara Weaving,
Oh man.
not in a bad way, but like Samara Weaving looks like Hugo Weaving in a sense that Liv Tyler looks like Steven Tyler.
No, I know what you mean. The Descendant look.
Yes,
Mhm.
but it's so fucking weird. Anyway,
Listen, if I was gonna fuck Steven Tyler,
what was
better
what
way
was
to
the
do
movie we just saw in the IMAX? It.
Scream. Oh,
Don't talk
So-
about it.
No. It Chapter 2. When you go and see it, has a Birds of Prey trailer.
yes.
I'm sitting here, Joe sitting here.
It was
empty
so
seat,
funny.
empty seat.
It was so funny.
A couple.
With the balloons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe, that looks like shit. Empty seat, couple. That movie looks great. I was like, dude, the worst. Oh my
in
god.
the middle. Let's stop in the middle.
I was
the
like,
worst thing is, so
I was like,
we're watching the trip, so we're watching it, and I was like, and it was really weird because it just goes Warner Brothers balloons, and I was like,
Yeah.
that was a really
and then
weird
it said DC.
but no, it was like that. I guess we're just starting, and then it goes DC, and I was like, DC fucking made
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I was like,
And then you see the clown, I was like, that's a weird fucking, like, that doesn't look like Pennywise. And it was
Yeah.
Harley, and she was like, I don't know about you, but I'm sick and tired of fucking clowns. And then,
I
like,
thought it was a good trailer.
I think
personally.
it was so
I thought it was a great trailer, but it was
No.
one of the like no.
All of you guys, did you even
Hold on.
see Suicide Squad?
Hold on,
You've
hold
got
on.
Joe here saying the movie sucks. This couple saying the movie's great, and you just need to be Nick in the middle, just being like, "It looks me."
Suicide
I-
Squad.
I'm gonna
was
watch
so
it and hope
fucking
the lesbian
bad.
scenes are great.
This is
But
my
no,
only thing. This is my
uh,
only thing. Okay, the one thing that might make this movie okay.
Nudity,
No,
R rating.
no.
I'm confused.
2 strikes. 2 strikes. What's the third?
Will Smith's not in it, so that was the best part of Suicide Squad. So where are we going with
movie
this?
starts. I looked up online and was reading the synopsis of it. Okay, the movie starts after Harley Quinn has already broken up with the Joker and Jared Leto is not in this film.
Good.
So yeah, I was like, okay, that already starts it off better than Suicide Squad. I
Yeah.
tried to rewatch it the other day, and like, dude, he has a line in that movie where did you ever see Suicide Squad?
Joe, I saw it opening night with you.
I'm so sorry,
Sitting
I don't
next to
remember that night.
This was the best night ever because Joe really wanted to see Suicide Squad.
I was like, man, it's gonna be good.
Me, Dad, and Tina were like, "It's Will Smith." Fine.
He's the best part of the movie.
You
though.
could.
He has some
I'll
great
give you-
parts in that movie.
I'll give you. That movie ends and Joe goes, "I'm sorry."
I done fucked up, man, Rob.
To be fair about that movie, the effects were really good.
The worst part of that, not even that.
Really, you don't think so?
Not on Enchantress, at least.
Enchantress looked god awful. The
I thought the rest of it looked.
the CG was terrible in
Again, I haven't
Enchantress.
made that far in the film a second time,
But
so I don't know.
also, the actress playing Enchantress should never be in front of a camera unless she's modeling anymore. I'm sorry, she's a model that should
I saw
have never
something cool with her
acted.
the other day though. She was on Jimmy Kimmel, I think. Conan O'Brien.
The Man Show?
No, she
No.
was on some show. But so she has a talent that I don't know if anyone knows this.
Ping pong balls.
Exactly. No, she plays guitar, but she was bored and was like, I don't want to play guitar normal. I want to. No, she plays it behind her head. And they were sitting around and were like, oh, hey, like, can you. What was the song? I'm going to have to look this up real quick. The song she's playing, I was like, there's no
Was it
fucking way.
Wonderwall?
No.
There's too many chords. Like, let me.
So Kaylee shared this thing to me. Well, she didn't share. She showed it to me.
Syphilis?
There's a school choir that is doing.
Sweet Home Alabama. She plays it behind her head like this and just plays it flawlessly. And I was just like,
Not a very difficult song, but still hard to play behind
behind
your
her
head.
head, yeah. No, real.
I was expecting like some kind of
No,
slash
I gotta
solo.
look it up. Keep going.
Okay. So, watching Suicide Squad, okay? There is a scene where Joker is trying to get Harley. The whole point of the movie is he's trying to get Harley back. Okay? Like that his character arc. He finds her and he goes, "Hey, listen, babe. I got some grape soda on ice and a rug waiting for you." And I was like, I'm done. I was like 40 minutes in. And I was like,
part of that whole movie.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Here.
Now, the best part.
Why are you surprised?
Best part of that fucking movie was 100% Will Smith saying they've got him in jail. They have like 8 soldiers around him. Then they give him a gun. Or like, we want to see what you can do. And he grabs the gun and he does the whole thing. And he finds out it's a real bullet. And he's like, oh wow, okay, it's real bullets. Let me show you what I can do. And he's doing his thing. And he's like, now listen, let me name my price for you. I want out of here. And I want this, and I want this, and I want my daughter to go to the best college. I want her to have the best education. If her grades start slipping, I want you to white people that shit. Get her into something like, I want her in like Harvard or like Yale. And the guard's like, oh yeah, so like Ivy League. And he's like, right, Ivy League. And I'm getting a little concerned because none of you writing this shit down.
Personally,
That is the
my
funniest shit
favorite
in
part
that
of
film.
that scene was he's pointing. He's like, I knew it.
Yeah, I fucking knew it, man.
Hey, if he shoots me, go delete my browsing history.
Yeah, delete my
And, like,
browser.
he goes and he shoots up and he's like, oh, you fuckers are crazy. And this like that was a great moment. 'Cause he was just like, yeah.
See, here's my thing. I know it's towards the end of the movie.
Suicide Squad. Black
This-
Parade?
Yes.
Oh, it was like, I recognize that.
Yeah. I was gonna say I know that marching band
Hold
outfit.
on, can we? That's a marching band performing it.
No, it's
It is a school choir.
Why don't I go to that school? Or didn't
That's
I
what
go to that
Kaylee
one?
showed me. She's like, I wish I went to this school.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're not emo anymore. Stop.
quick question.
Yeah.
Best My Chem album.
Why does he look at you?
None of them.
No. I was saying quick question because I was specifically directing towards him.
Why would you do that to me? Because they're all good.
All right. Well, it's been a good night, guys. I will talk to you guys later. Show us your wrists.
I'm allowed to like him.
Oh my god!
Second.
That was brutal. Jesus Christ.
I don't understand the allure of that music.
See, here's my thing.
3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge.
Everyone is so obsessed with Black Parade.
I will
Not that
say-
it's a bad album.
3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge is what made them.
That album is fucking flawless.
I will say, Kaylee and I both have an excuse to say that album is better. Or that, not better, but
Black
for Black Parade.
Is better?
No, yes. The
Okay.
only reason for it is because a lot of people in our class had an attachment to that album because when Maddie Schompenhorst passed away, it was her favorite album. She used to literally all of her clothes were Black Parade clothes, and it's all she would listen to, and it's all she talked about, and we all literally listened to that album.
But
at
that's
her
an
funeral.
emotional connection.
That's what I'm
not saying
saying,
from a
correct.
standpoint of listening to the album.
Correct.
That's an emotional connection, which I'll give you that 100%.
That was the one reason that.
But hands
roots
down,
like that album because I used to hate that album, and then when she passed, I was like, okay, I guess. I'll like this album.
hands down, like Black Parade's great. Don't get me wrong. 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge is
Knocks it out of the park.
flawless.
I can name one
flawless
song on that
album.
album.
Are you kidding me?
Maybe 2.
Same.
Is Helena on that album?
You make sense, but yeah, Helena's on that
So
album.
what about?
I can't even name one.
Okay, I promise.
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
I'm uncomfortable.
I didn't think those were on the same album.
Yes.
are.
Sure.
Yeah.
Then what's the third song I know of them? Because there's another song on another album I know.
Ghost of You is on that album.
Bring My Bullets, You Brought Me Your Love.
That's their
What?
album beforehand,
What
which
are
was
we
a fucking
about?
amazing album.
Jesus
Corey,
Christ!
Corey, let me.
I
Hold on.
buy you my bullet.
I can hold on.
I Brought
can
You
get-
My Bullets, You Brought Me Your Love
Corey.
is a phenomenal album, and I would honestly rank that above Black Parade. I'm
Corey,
sorry.
hold on, Corey. Listen.
I don't doubt you. On that.
So 4 squirrels one day, one day.
All I know
you
is
play as a tree.
Listen, Alvin and the Chipmunks got emo.
all
So,
I'm saying is, I had a
give-
happy childhood. Sorry, guys. I was poor as fuck, but I had a happy childhood.
So did I. So did I.
Nick
I
and
just
I were
enjoy
heard
good
the
music.
worst story in the
You're
world.
black?
Here. Should we even
I mean,
mention that on the podcast?
do you have a
That would
picture
be
of
too
your-
dark.
I did not hear a single word you said there at the end.
That may be too dark.
I do, but like we're talking college.
What type of hair did you have?
We're talking college. Like
It wasn't the messy spike.
it was not the messy spike, but there was a lot of it.
Yep.
This was also college when
That
I was
makes
too
sense.
poor to get a haircut. And
Wait,
I
I'm
worked-
kind of curious.
Fair, you actually look like you're part of Queen. You look like what's his name?
Brian May.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Well, you've seen my old ID, right?
Priceless.
By the way, since he just brought up Queen, a new video just got uploaded to YouTube from an old interview.
Uh-huh.
I've seen that.
Corey.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I
Joe's
remember that.
seen that.
Corey.
Yeah.
Did you know me during that era?
No. When I first met you, you.
Please
had
tell me you have a
spiky
new
hair.
ID.
Oh yeah,
I'll say this expired so long ago.
yeah. Joe.
How long ago?
There you go. Now that's a serial killer.
No, my fucking passport is a serial killer. Oh God. Oh my God.
Things we regret.
Nick's entire life. I regret
No.
Nick's entire life.
I have vlogs that you guys can't witness anymore. It's about the same as this.
I still want to see those vlogs, but no,
that you do.
dude, I don't know what it is. I think it's probably the solo. Thank You for the Venom is an
Are we still talking about emo romance?
No, we're talking about Eddie Brock.
My Chemical Romance. Close.
Eddie Brock, like
Venom.
yeah.
No.
It took him a second. He's like, wait. What?
He's like, wait a minute. We
Like,
changed
I know what
conversations.
that is.
We're on Spider-Man.
Man.
I've got 26 comic books to read.
I was gonna send this to Adrian, and I never got a chance to.
Have you been on my Twitter lately?
No.
Check out my display pic on Twitter. It's if you want to see mine.
What are you trying to do? It's a picture. It's not going to move it.
It's you can't read the bottom very well.
OG.
OG.
Okay. I read the bottom. Go away, Inuyasha, he said.
But he says Macklemore
Where's
pointed
my-
to the door. Go away, and you actually he mackled.
You know what?
Just like that, he mackled.
The greatest thing about Inuyasha has to be Robot Chicken. Do you remember that, Nick? We're doggos.
No.
There's an episode.
How do I fucking look at pictures? Add to story, view as, edit profile, more.
What's the girl's name? on
Bartenders,
Inuyasha?
edit public details.
Does anyone
No.
remember? Did anyone watch
Kagome?
Inuyasha? Kagome.
You know why I can remember that? What is Adrian's online handle and everything?
Kagonu.
Obviously. I didn't just blow your mind.
Whoa! You just now realized that Adrian's Kagonu is based off of Kagome?
I thought she made that shit up herself.
No.
You owe licensing fees. No, seriously though. There's a thing on Robot Chicken where this dad goes into his living room and he's wanting to watch TV, and his daughter's watching TV, and he's like, "Honey, I want to watch the football game." She's like, "Shut up, Dad! I'm watching Inuyasha." And he's like, "What the fuck is this?" And he starts watching it, and then becomes obsessed with it.
Oh,
And he
yeah.
watches, like the entire series, and then starts dressing like it. And at one point, he's fucking his wife, and they're in bed, and he's fucking her. He's like, "Oh, I fucking love you, Kagome." And she's like, "Who's Kagome?" He's like, "Shut up, call me Inuyasha." And like the whole thing goes through, and then the daughter's like, "Oh my god, Adrian teased your hair." Oh, Corey.
You remember that picture?
Yes.
But the whole thing goes through, and then his daughter's
God.
like, "Okay, you ruined it. I don't even like Inuyasha anymore." And she walks out of the room, and he's like, "And that's how you get your TV back." Oh my god! I
Oh,
gotta work
shit.
so early in the morning.
Oh God.
That's me at senior prom.
Holy shit.
What?
For the next 10 days, the date is the same forward and backward.
Yep.
Oh God, July 11th, 2011 is when Adrian posted this picture. But I guarantee it's not from that because this was a concert band.
That's old.
Uh,
That's young Nick.
I graduated in 2007, and this says it's posted in 2011, so it was way before that. That was me and Adrian years ago.
Hmm.
God.
I still like my hit album.
I
picture.
didn't
More of
Naturally
me and
speaking,
Adrian at senior prom.
She does. You at least look somewhat. I can see how you got to you.
Did you have a stroke?
She doesn't look like Adrian.
Yes, the Inuyasha sketch was from Robot Chicken.
So fucking great.
I don't know. I still say hands down the best Robot Chicken. Fumbles. It was always
That is
fumbles.
the greatest. I want to show him off camera,
What?
no context, but I want to show him the joke I made to my coworker today and see if it's really as bad as everyone else says it is.
Oh God, it is. It is. It 100% definitely is. But yes,
Dad laughed for 2 minutes and said, "That's not funny."
laugh for 2 minutes and says
I got to work today, and one of my coworkers, it was her birthday.
Are,
So I
are we
wanna
saying
do
this now
something
on podcast or
No,
off podcast?
I'm just explaining
Yeah, I
that
remember that.
portion of it. Okay.
That's my basement.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's in Corey's dad's basement.
So I wanted to give her something special for her birthday. So I pulled up this and I said, "Blow out your candles."
Ouch. That's a little funny.
Ouch, that's a little funny.
Everyone laughs, and I was like, "That's not funny. You can't do that." I showed it to one of my coworkers, and they were like, someone else, and they were like, "Yeah, that's horrible. That's not funny." And then
That's me
turned around
playing
and
at the
started
Hoosier
laughing.
Dome.
Nice.
Remember that?
You see the shirt?
I see the shirt. I chose to ignore the shirt.
it's
I don't recognize the shoot.
the Horde.
Oh, I can. That doesn't. Look like a word
Have you
at all.
noticed a lot of Nick's photos is always him? If he had
Oh, no.
drumsticks in his hand, it was always. If it wasn't, it was always.
Here's this nice, elegant photo. I do think.
Is his mouth open?
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah. If he has drumsticks, it's always.
It's just gonna keep going and keep going.
Why are we doing this?
I don't know.
Because it's
Nick
funny.
wants to embarrass himself.
Because I don't want to talk
Apparently.
about Destiny 2. That's why I'm gonna let this keep.
Oh
Going.
yeah, that's right. Destiny
No.
2.
Destiny 2, what happened
No!
today,
No.
Yeah, Nick, you need to hear about this. This will piss you
I
off.
don't think I have a Switch up.
So,
I don't know what
me and
that'll
Corey
do.
were trying to get Corey to Fabled so that
Afraid
he
it's
can
gonna,
get
like,
recluse, right?
Make it
Right.
So, we're playing a couple games before we have to come to the
We're
podcast,
doing good.
right? We're doing good. We're doing real good, right?
Round streak.
Really good.
Let me put it to you this way. I was hearing you guys were on a major streak when you guys took a break, or you lost one match, and you went to go. You went to go
Caleb was
eat,
right on
and
me.
I went to go
you
prep.
went to go prep food. Yeah,
But
that was the last I heard.
we came back and we played a couple of games before we had to come over here. And the
Lost
last
a couple and then suddenly streak
game before I got off to come over here,
because he was bad.
we got thrown into a match, right?
Okay.
It's on
A 4-stack.
it was against a 4-stack, and it threw us into the game without teammates.
So
It
it was
started the game 2v4.
it was competitive 4 versus 2. A group
Well,
of
hold a 4-stack versus
4
2.
friends versus us.
Yeah.
And let's
no
just
teammates
say
for us.
they were sweatier than me in my house right now.
Like it's bad.
For context, his AC is broken.
So literally, at first we sat there, shot a few. We did really good in the very beginning. Killed pretty much like of their
whole
6
team.
live, like 4 out of like
Yeah.
6 or whatever. And then at that point, the sweat began. They changed their weapons, so they had either sniper rifles or grenade launchers, and that was it.
And so what we started doing was we were just like, fuck it, we're just gonna throw ourselves off the map and in the game so they can't get kills.
Yeah.
What did they do? They posted up in specific locations where they can watch both of the spawn rooms and tag us before we jump off the map so that they can get the kill.
Yeah. It was sweat heaven.
Yeah.
So one dude turned the corner, he shoots his grenade. This dude was garbage too. This is what makes me mad.
Ryle Witt or whatever.
Yeah, he used 2 grenades, missed me both times, and took out of his like 8 or 9 rounds of his sunshot, finally was able to hit me like 3 times. But like emptied his mag. The dude was garbage. So for the next time he turned the corner, I shotgunned him once and teabagged him. At that point, just started jumping off again. He finally killed me at the very end, teabagged me. It was just like, you guys understand.
You're not good.
Yeah. You were losing in the first match versus 2 people. And then
I
at
wasn't
that
even
point,
I wasn't even playing. I was sitting we spawned in and I was like, I'm just gonna go over here in the corner and sweep.
yeah, he's like, do you have the sweep emote? And I was like, no. All right, outbreak perfected. Dead. Dead. Dead.
I will say Outbreak Perfected is kind of disgusting.
Yeah. But it was like,
But
we
yeah,
literally
that's insane.
It was
I
sweating.
lost Valor, he lost Valor, and he was just like, I'm going next. I was like,
I'm calling it at
like
this point.
it was just such a streak killer. It made me sad. I'm still at 1790.
I'm at like 2,500. You know, whatever.
I'm at like 378.
Where you should be.
That's where I deserve to be.
But I just want to say, I'm glad I got the title. I'm done. I don't have to worry about it now.
You have to help me get Recluse. You don't have a choice.
That's fine.
He's like, I'll carry you, but like, worst case scenario, if you don't get it, he got it.
Yeah, worst case scenario. I'm already there.
Well, I'm gonna get
I'm
it.
not worried
The
about it.
problem is now I'll have to, if we wait till after the 17th, I'm gonna have to build myself back up.
No.
No, the
If you
new
wait
season
till-
doesn't start till the first.
First. So you have till the
Triumph
first.
ends on the
Oh.
17th. So
Correct.
you still have till October 1st.
Yes. So I minimum got my shirt. That's the main
You
thing
bought
I
it
care
already?
about. Yeah, I went ahead and bought it already.
Yeah, I'm buying mine on
I
Friday.
paid the extra $5 to get my name and the
Oh, I'm gonna get mine.
shit
I'm
on the
gonna get
sleeve.
my name
Yeah,
on it.
yeah.
Wait, what do you mean, Sean? So you just get your name on it.
No,
You get
it's
your
your
gamer
name,
tag.
and then there's a emblem and stuff like that. If you don't put your name on it, they don't put the emblem on.
But if you put your name on it, they tag
I'm
it.
also buying it. I'll be buying it this Friday, but it's gonna have my name on it, and I'm gonna give it to Kaylee. So I told her about it. I'm like, hey, I'm buying you this. It's probably got my gamer tag on it. It looks really cool. And I showed her, and she goes, so is this your weird nerd way of like claiming me? And I'm like, just deal with it.
Just deal with it. I forgot there's one more thing I want to talk about Apple.
What about it?
Can I make a segue?
I guess segue.
I was just gonna say, I want to see your two's opinion. Nick, I already know, doesn't give a fuck. What is your opinion of Apple TV Plus and Apple Arcade?
I don't know
Don't care.
anything about it, but I also don't care.
Don't care.
Neither of you.
No.
Jason Momoa's new show looks great.
How many?
I am.
Hold on, is it another streaming service?
Yes.
Officially don't care.
Yeah, I am totally. I can barely keep up with the shows I want to watch on Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon, and HBO because HBO's tied in with my Amazon. Also, Stars tied into my
The
Amazon.
only reason I want Disney Plus is for Mandalorian.
Gotcha.
I already bought 3
Yeah.
years of Disney Plus.
And I'm just gonna I'm gonna alter my Hulu subscription into Disney Plus so that I have all of that. And then I'll be done.
here's the slight problem with that. Do you pay extra for no commercials?
I do not.
Oh, so you watch commercials on Hulu?
Oh, that's awful. If
Oh,
I'm paying
never
for a
mind.
streaming
I'm
service, I
sorry.
shouldn't have commercials.
But here's the thing. I
agree
don't
with that.
I don't watch Hulu a lot, and the only things I watch on Hulu are like sitcom style
No,
things, and so I'm used to the breaks so that I can run and take a piss
Yeah.
or run and grab a beer or some shit.
I can't see what it says.
4XL.
What size do I wear?
I don't know.
I know you guys want to be nice to me.
I know it's in between 4 and 5, but
No.
oh
I believe this shirt is either a 6 or 7.
never mind.
I'm a big dude.
Never mind.
I'm rotund, as Skylar would say.
I agree with Les. I agree with Led.
How you doing, Les?
So many shows to pirate. I'm hyped for all the new streaming services. So many shows to pirate.
Fuck that.
See, here's my thing. Disney Plus.
Not the pirating.
Disney Plus. I went ahead. I bought 3 years.
Yeah, no.
But the reason I did it,
You get a really good deal if you do it.
yeah, I was already planning on getting Disney Plus,
Mhm.
and because I'm a member of D23, thank you, Joe, for pointing this out to
You're
me.
welcome.
Instead of because it's what $7.99 a month.
$6.99.
Really? I thought it was
Disney
$7.99.
Plus?
Okay.
Yeah,
So
Disney Plus $6.99.
$6.99 a month. So we're looking at $6.99 a month times
12 times
3 years.
3.
So you're looking at $251.64. I bought 3 years for $140.
No, man.
So it ended up coming out to about $3 a month. So less than half price.
Not bad.
So it was one of those where I was like, yeah, it's Disney. I'm gonna go ahead and mostly watch all that stuff anyway. So yeah,
I
might
wish
as well.
Paragon was still a game.
That was a random.
I was thinking about it earlier, and I just thought about it.
I just had somebody that was sitting at the bar not too long ago. That used so she. It's two lesbians that were hanging out. They went to Horror Hound.
Were they sitting at like 502, 503?
Yes.
I don't know exactly who you're talking about.
Yes. So the
I don't know
one
if that's a good thing.
the one on the left.
Perfect.
red hair?
She yes.
Yeah.
She moved here specifically because she's a tattoo artist and got an apprenticeship.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, big shock. But at one point in time, she actually used to do esports, and she was ranked in the top 10 in the world, both in Paragon and Paladins.
Nice.
So
Interesting.
Paladins, I don't give a shit about. Paragon's really
yeah, but Paragon. Well, she switched to Paladin specifically when Paragons got shut down. So
cool. Paragon was such a good fucking
see, here's my thing with Paragon.
MOBA.
Every MOBA plays the exact same, but Paragon brought something different to the table.
But what happened?
Nobody played it.
No, that's not it. People played it.
Oh,
Yeah.
what was the
What's
problem?
Epic's other big game?
Oh yeah, it didn't do as much money as
Fortnite?
Fortnite.
Yeah, it burned. It literally, Fortnite. That is literally when Paragon got shut down. Is when they moved all the developers from Paragon to Fortnite. Fortnite literally killed Paragon. Sad about it. But MOBAs aren't as popular anymore.
Agreed.
Which sucks.
See, that's another thing is like it seems like
MOBAs weren't so toxic.
agreed.
Very, very valid.
But it's one of those where like there for a while it was like MMOs are the biggest fucking thing ever. So every fucking game that was coming out was an MMO.
Mhm.
MOBAs got really popular. So every
You
game,
know what game it is now?
top 10 out of 100 players, that's pretty good. Yeah, I know, right?
Got him.
But no, like so MOBAs got incredibly popular. So every game that was coming out was a MOBA.
You know what
Then
the most popular thing is now? Auto chess. Ask Vlad about it.
oh yeah.
I don't understand the appeal.
I don't.
I've watched it. I haven't seen Led play it, but I've seen a lot of gameplay because Led wanted me to give it a try. And man, I can't follow it. It just must be me.
No, I get it. I don't. I'm not. I don't know.
Destiny has a very good balance between story and.
Now.
Now it does.
I agree.
That's
That's why I wasn't so excited to play Forsaken.
I just can't wait. I just can't wait to go back to the moon, and I hope to God that Bungie at some point during
Fix is competitive. Yeah,
no no this is
God,
more
I gotta pee again.
important
I'll be
than
right
that, Corey. I hope that at some point in the story we just hear someone very very seriously go,
The moon is haunted.
"Moon's haunted,"
Why?
just because I
Who
need
said
it.
that?
It's from D1.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all. When?
I want to. It was. I don't know if it was Eris or.
I just remember Dinklebot going, "They came from the moon." Which, Joe, so you like story stuff, right?
based off of a tweet, apparently.
See, I found a random article that talks about a lot of stuff with Hive.
Mhm.
So, have you read any of the lore or anything on Hive?
No.
So, every hive has a worm inside of it.
Mhm.
The-
This was really cool when you told me this the other night.
Right. So the worm basically eats their soul.
Okay.
In order to, or rather, it feeds off of violence. So in order to feed it, they have to kill.
Okay.
Which that creates their rule of the sword. I think they call it.
Mm.
I can't remember. It's like the strongest survive.
Mm.
So the original aliens that lived, whatever they were called, they had broken off and were being hunted by the main government or faction and found the worms deep underneath, and they were pre-hive. And they came up and then spread the worms as like their gospel, their good faith and everything, and therefore literally created the hive. So they worship these worms as a god because they are technically worm gods.
Yeah, it's interesting because is that why what's his face is a giant worm?
Who?
Who's that guy I killed?
Zol?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, he is a worm god.
Yeah.
So here's the other thing with the whole Moon is Haunted.
That's pretty funny.
Here's the whole thing with Moon is Haunted.
Hold on.
Best character to say that though? Kate Sex.
Yeah.
Guess who's dead?
I don't know, man. I
So-
like Cade 6 and all that, but I
So
think
the
it would
Hive,
be. I think it would be
single-
really cool
every single
if
one has a
Shax
worm
just shows
inside.
up on the surface of the moon and he's like,
Okay.
"Moon's haunted."
So they
Cocks
have
the
to feed
pistol
the
and
worm.
just starts walking
So
off.
have you heard of Oryx
Yes.
or
Oh, we're talking about the lore now.
or
Yeah.
Crota? So Crota is Oryx's son.
Yes.
So Oryx and the two sisters. They are the Taken King, and then
Yes.
the siblings of the Taken King. So
Very cool.
The whole-
title sounding.
right, the whole reason he has his power is because him and his sister killed so much and so often that their worms began to starve because they weren't killing fast enough.
Gotcha.
That's how big their worms grew. So what does he do? He goes to the worm god that his worm originated from and killed it. And when he killed it, he absorbed the god's powers and basically
Ooh.
Oryx. So that's
Oh,
why he
okay.
became the Taken King. He learned how to take. It is literally a skill called take, which just fucking sounds awesome to me. Just like, guess what? You're mine. Guess what? You're mine.
That's
So I want
Taken King 2.0? Yes.
I mean basically, but
Please.
what I would
Please.
really, really like is, and I don't know why they haven't done it, or if they haven't done a twist of it or something. So clearly, other species can hold the light, right? It is shown, obviously, at the main story. You've beaten the main story, right? With the Cabal, what's his face? is
Dominus Gall.
Right, he's able to take the light.
Mhm.
He uses powers from the light. He uses solar and whatever. So why can't the Taken take a Guardian? How fucking awesome would it be? Instead of what's his
they
face?
can't, or they just haven't done it
No,
before.
I don't know. I don't know enough. What?
No, I was just saying, yeah, I don't know.
Because
There's
how-
some there. So
'cause
there's
I-
some stuff that sort of explains that, but if I explain that, it spoils quite a bit of the Last Wish raid.
okay,
So
which I do want to do.
there, that does get touched on.
Okay.
So the questions you have will be answered sort of once you complete Last Wish.
But
It-
so
but you- you would
Oryx
have
is
to-
also not dead because he was from D1, right?
Correct.
Yes.
I know he's part of the raid, but I don't.
No. It's not. It's not Oryx. It is the nightmare of Oryx. Everything that we're going to encounter on the moon is going to be nightmares or
No. He's saying Oryx was in the original D1, and in the raid,
Yes.
Pretty sure you killed him. I thought he was one. He thought he was the final raid boss.
Joey,
Or
are
the
you
Taken King.
fucking watching right
no,
now?
it was,
Now would be the
it was
time.
Crota.
No, that is the second expansion.
Oh, you're talking Rise of Iron.
No, the Taken King added a whole story segment where at the end you fight Oryx, but because remember he
But
floats
you
around
don't
the
actually
sky.
kill him,
You
and
don't really
what's her
kill him,
face
you just-
absorbs him,
Yeah, he just
and then she shows
Eris
up.
Morn?
Yes, and then she's showing up in this one.
Yeah.
so
she
she's
shows up-
absorbed Oryx.
He took
Yes.
himself and retreated into his throne world. You merely defeat his physical form.
Yeah.
Okay,
So he
So he's
receded
in the
into his
ascendant
ascendant plane,
plane.
and
Yeah.
he's
If only we
regenerating
all
his
had
body.
Google in our pocket.
Right, but I don't want
I
to
don't.
give spoilers away for
Get
certain
it?
things.
For
That's why I
Destiny
wasn't-
1, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Destiny 1 I don't.
No, never mind. Anyway, yeah, Destiny's such a great game.
If only we all talked about Halo like this, maybe.
I
I
tried out.
did earlier.
I tried out WoW Classic.
No, so what pissed me the fuck off about this competitive? So, say you go into a competitive game, right? And it is
were talking
1
about this
versus
earlier.
4,
Yeah.
right? You fucking wreck. You do fantastic, but you still lose. It's 4 versus 1, right? So you lose 75 to 73. You just were two points off. You don't get an MMR like you did in Halo. It doesn't go, wow, you fucking kicked ass. Let's give you a number rating to compare to your personal stat. No, it goes, you lose 60 Valor.
Yep.
Sorry, bud. Sit on it and spin.
I will say that's one nice thing slightly about the new changes coming with Shadowkeep. So with Shadowkeep, you cannot drop a rank.
So
So
to Fabled. Once you cross that Fabled threshold, once you cross 2100 glory, you can then
that's
you
easy
can
to do.
you can then lose ranks.
what, no.
Up
But
until then,
up
if
until then,
if you
you-
level up,
so like if you get to Brave 1,
you
and then you
cannot
get-
fall below it.
right, you
No,
get to
okay,
Brave
I
2,
get
you
what you're
can't
saying.
fall back down to Brave 1, and so on and so forth.
What that tells me is now, in order to unlock the new fucking Crucible Pinnacle fucking bullshit, you got to get Mythic 3.
Probably.
I don't think that. I think it'll still be Fabled because Fabled is still going to be a challenge.
Is it?
Fabled is 2100 is still going to be a challenge.
I don't think so. When
That's
you
a
don't,
big number.
when you don't lose the points, it's not as much of a challenge.
You still
still
lose
lose
the
points.
points, but
You
you
can
can't drop
you can't drop
below
the rank.
a threshold.
So
They're
if it
not-
takes 100, I don't know anything about this,
No,
but if it takes 100
yeah.
points to get it, and then you drop 60, you're still at 40, and then you drop another 60, you hit 0, and then you drop another 60, and you're still at 0.
Yeah.
You don't
can't
lose
drop to
your
the next
rank.
rank.
I get it. I guess that's kind of good.
Their idea is basically the way that Luke Smith explained it in the director's cut was they consider competitive isn't what they want it to be right now. It's
Obviously.
PvP as a whole. They are. He even apologized in the director's cut. He's like, we understand that we've put PvP to the side and it's not where it's supposed to be,
Well, see,
and we apologize for that. But we're going to fix that going forward. And we view everything that is fabled and higher as they consider like right about the time you hit fabled is the point where you should start playing with a coordinated group of players.
Right.
They consider everything under that where okay, you want to try to get the pinnacle, you want to try to get recluse, you are within reasonable expectations to achieve that on your own.
Right. I understand all of that, but what my main point is, regardless of how you personally do, you are not rewarded.
And I agree with that. I agree that there should be a glory rank that represents where you are at, but then behind that there should be a hidden MMR.
I mean, even it doesn't even. You could use the glory rank in terms of points.
No,
But make it indicative of you, not in your team's performance. Because today you were kicking ass. You're doing fantastic. One game I had like 4 kills. My MMR in my mind should have gone down because I didn't perform where I thought I could be.
I will also say, so that's glory.
Yeah.
You also have valor. While you're playing competitive, you do also increase in valor as
Right.
well. So while he did great, his valor probably skyrocketed, whereas yours you got a little bit because you played decent.
But no,
But-
it's all based on your team. It doesn't matter. You don't get more valor the more kills you get. You get more valor if you win.
He's right.
Oh.
It's based off the win or loss condition. You get points if you win. You lose points if you lose.
I can't tell you
But
how many.
well, no.
It doesn't matter whether your performance. You could be on the
But-
losing team and be the highest scoring player in the game,
And you still
and
lose
you
your
still
valor.
lose points.
On glory, but with valor.
I have
don't-
not
with-
understood
with-
a word any of you have said in the last like 8 minutes.
So the
Don't
way
even try to explain it because I honestly couldn't give a shit less.
PvP, you have competitive, you have
Uh-huh.
quick play.
Uh-huh.
Quick play, you get
Points.
valor.
Okay.
Competitive, you get valor, but you also get glory, which is a
So
separate
it's
ranking
another
system.
form of something to train.
It's
in.
basically-
Have you played Overwatch?
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't play
so-
competitive. I play
so-
AI.
Valor is your level as a character. You know how you get your you rank up and then you get your star and then you rank up again and you get
Yeah,
another
I
star.
get that whole concept.
Okay. Glory is your skill rating
So
for
what's that other
competitive.
thing?
What other thing?
You said you glory, but you also get this other thing.
Valor is your
What's
level.
Valor?
That's your level in the
But you
game.
just said glory was that.
Glory is your competitive skill ranking.
Yeah.
That's your ladder ranking.
Well, I wouldn't use Overwatch specifically because I doubt he's played competitive. I would just say
I don't
Halo.
play anything competitive except for Halo. I get Halo.
Right. So
So like Halo, you have a competitive rating, but if you don't play necessarily competitive, there's still a level for your character to
Sergeant,
unlock different.
lieutenant.
exactly.
That stuff.
Gotcha.
That stuff. But if you play competitive, you still also get that stuff. But what I'm saying is, his valor that he gained
Mhm.
was probably vastly more than the valor you gained
It's not.
for.
It's the exact same.
So valor is the exact same across the board.
That's what's stupid.
Give or take. I think what I read about
'Cause
a
there-
year ago was that your valor is if you win a game, you get this much valor with a modifier of plus or minus 10 depending on your performance.
Okay,
If
because
you-
I was gonna
if you
say when
lose-
I get valor and stuff, every match, I swear I get like a different number each time I get valor.
If you lose X amount
Right.
plus or minus 10 based on performance. If you did really good but you still lost the match, maybe you'll only lose 40. If you did
There's
but you
a-
lost the match, you
There's
might
a
lose
full
50.
chart that breaks it down, I think, on IGN that
Alright.
literally goes, if you are Mythic 1 in Valor
Mhm.
and you win a game, you get plus 50 points. If you're on your first streak, you get plus 70 points. If you're on your second streak, you get plus 90 points. If you're on your third streak, you get a plus 110 points. So the only thing that changes is your streak. It has nothing to do with personal.
Okay.
I could literally log into the game. I could queue up competitive, and I could fucking AFK the whole thing. My team miraculously wins. I go up in rank. That makes zero sense. That is so stupid.
Well, and that's an issue I've been running into a lot lately. I don't know if it's specifically because of
We won a game.
MMXIX, but there was a whole thing where I've been playing Gambit. I literally was talking to him one day, and it was literally me and 3 blueberries, and every blueberry.
I don't know what that is either. Don't worry.
So if they're in your party, their name shows up green.
Uh-huh.
If they're not in your party, their
Oh.
name shows up blue.
Yeah.
Blueberries.
So blueberries are random
Just on your-
people
on
that
your
are just
radar,
being
yeah.
thrown in with you. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
basically, not.
so it was me
Yeah.
and everybody else on my team was just random people. I wasn't playing with anybody that I was in a fire team with.
Friends with.
Right.
Good. Yeah.
Right. So that was happening. Every other person on my team,
just like they're called blueberries.
yeah, we
I
call
was
them
losing it
blueberries.
too. I was like,
Sorry.
all right.
I'm sorry, but no. We spawned in, and literally every person spin in circle, jump, spin in circle,
That'd be so good.
jump, spin in circle, jump. I was like, my entire fucking team is bots right now, and every single fucking player was bots. And then like they die, and then their ghost would sit there, and then because it's Gambit, they would automatically spawn back in, spin in a circle, jump, spin in a circle, jump, and
I would try to
He
kill
was
him.
raging.
I mean,
He was
I was
raging.
pissed. And it's one of those where like if I leave, like I get penalized for leaving a game of Gambit early.
I
So
wouldn't have even
I
left.
can't-
I would have just spent the entire time reporting them through the Xbox menu. Or you're not playing on Xbox.
You know what I did?
What?
I went and I killed a whole bunch of enemies. I got a whole bunch of motes. Dropped a whole bunch of motes. Went over onto the other team's side, and I walked up and I started shooting their enemies for them.
Do you
and
do
they-
damage?
Yeah, well,
No, you don't.
I don't
When
know if
you're
I actually
on-
did
when
damage or
you're-
not.
when
But
you're
like
on-
I was specifically shooting them, and then all of them like at one point in time, like I even saw like multiple characters like stop and then look at me, and I was like shooting their enemies, and I looked at them, and I went back and I started shooting their enemies. They were just like,
Okay.
and then started shooting their enemies. Nobody tried to kill me or anything like that, and like I just kept going over
This guy's
invading,
not a threat.
and
This
just
guy's not a threat.
right. I just start walking over and like I'd invade on their side, and I would just like start walking around, and like one of them would kill one of the big bad bosses. I walk over, start teabagging the boss, shit like that. Like it was just like, what the fuck else am I gonna do? Like I have no chance of
All
winning
they're
this.
doing
I think
Getting match
one of the worst things that Destiny forgot was adding in in any sort of PvP content was not adding in a match chat. You can talk to your team, but you cannot talk in the match.
Yes.
Like today, when we were in our 4v2, I would have loved to have been able to talk to the other team and been like,
were you
guys,
are
you
you
fucking serious?
giving him that?
I'm done with that.
Why are you so
I'll take part.
sweaty? Why are you so
Right,
sweaty?
literally.
Or when he's in a PvP match like that, as soon as the game starts, being like, okay,
Heads up, all my people are bots.
heads up, all my people are bots. I'm gonna
You're
come
good
over
at
and
that.
invade your side and just fuck around.
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying to put like
I don't want
It's-
it. You're good, man.
it's obvious I'm gonna lose the game.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get
No,
kills.
just like
or-
like the
Let's have fun.
Obama guy,
Uh,
like that dude.
Oh, so we played against a 3-stack today of 3-stack on the other team, and they were running nothing but like 2 of the hunters were running grenade launchers, and I'm
Well,
talking
the
like
Titan was running
like
grenade launcher.
the Titan. No, the Titan was running Hush and
Oh,
Chaperone.
yeah, that's right. You're right.
Hush and Chaperone, and then the other 2 hunters on the team were running
Joe,
Fighting Lion or
I'm not-
Mountain
Hu-
Top.
Hush.
I'm not even listening. Sorry.
Hush is a pinnacle bow from Gambit
I have it by the way.
that is broken as fuck.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous for bows. It is hands down the top tier
Oh,
bow outside of Le Monarch.
I don't know about broken.
I think I've
It's
heard that 'cause
really
I've
They
rolled
must have
for it.
debuffed it then because the hipfire is not that accurate.
Well, hipfire's not, but ADS is.
In order to get the bonus, you have to hipfire it.
Oh, really?
In order to get the
Yeah.
you have to hit them in the head with a hipfire shot. It is
Mm.
not by MEN. If
You're
it was
right.
by MEN, I'd agree, but it's not.
Okay.
I
Anyway,
don't ever look down the sight on my bow.
I
I don't ever look down the sight on my bow.
oh,
There's
I do
a
all
bow
the
I
time.
have too that's like
I literally
max
don't. I just
hipfire.
bang, dude. My
It's
fucking
so
bow shoots
awesome.
grenades. I don't need to.
Explosive arrows are.
I
kinda
can
nice.
hit people in the foot
But,
and die.
It's true.
He's
It's
not
true.
wrong.
But no, and then Chaperone is basically
Slug shotgun.
it's a slug shotgun. It is a shotgun that basically shoots like a sniper rifle.
Gotcha.
Oh, and this guy was
That seems broken.
magical at hitting hip fire headshots
Yeah.
with the Chaperone.
It was, and not just chaperone, but with Hush. It was I would almost say questionable because I jumped up. I was 100. I jump, and I go to shoot, and he would go, and just hit me in the head. And then from that point, it was, oh, the whole team's dead.
I feel like anybody that's hip firing on Destiny played Halo before Halo 5.
Probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, the
Okay,
other
so
two,
there was
the other two
no-
hunters on their team were playing with like Mountaintop and Recluse.
So they would literally fire, and while the grenade was in the air,
Switch to Recluse,
Brrrr.
and you're dead.
Hey,
and,
hold-
and so
I thought Mountaintop was kinetic.
It is. Recluse,
Recluse
is
is
energy.
energy.
Oh, I thought Recluse was kinetic because I thought everybody's rolling Recluse in Lord of Wolves.
Nope.
See what happens when I don't have a weapon?
No, the common role in PvP is last word Recluse.
Yeah. Because you damage fall recluse, and you don't even aim.
Ba-ba,
But my
ba-ba.
friend requested one of these guys, and I was just, and I friend requested him solely for the purpose of messaging him, and I messaged him, and I was like, bro, why so sweaty? Why so sweaty?
I still love the fact of like I don't know what I was doing. I was doing something else. You were doing something. You were doing competitive. Well, but we were still in voice chat, and he's literally playing, and he's going up against this one fucking guy,
Zephyrus.
and the dude
Yes.
literally sends him a friend request, and he accepts the friend request, and the dude's like, "Fuck off." That's literally the entire reason he sent him a
I
friend
got
request.
paired up against this guy like 4 times in a row,
Okay.
and I was wiping the fucking floor with him.
I understand.
And so he sent me a friend request, and I accepted. And I started typing out to him, and I was going to say, GGWP LOL. Good
Yeah.
game, well played.
Yeah.
And before I could finish typing it out, he just sends me a whisper. It was like, fuck off. And I sent the GGWP. And, like, I played another match. He wasn't in it. I played another match, and he was on the opposite team again. And as soon as the match started, he's like, why the fuck do I keep getting paired against you? And so we played the match again, kicked their ass. And finally, after the match, I whispered him, and I was like, why don't you just join on me? That way you can be on my team
Yeah.
and not the other team. Join my team, and we went on another, 3 or 4 win streak.
That must have been nice.
That was the night that I went up from, 300 to, 1,700.
It's like I draw in the sweat. Everyone's just hot and sticky around me, and I fucking hate it.
I'm gonna say, I think what your best bet is gonna be like this Saturday at like 2 a.m, because that's when I had the.
We're
best
so
fucking luck.
close.
That's when I had the best fucking luck.
I don't care. We're still so close. And what? Man, I just don't get it. Then I get someone on the team that has like 0.25 kill death. It was me at one point, but goddamn, man.
Are you playing more tonight?
I will be on tonight. We are leaving at 10 a.m.
But you can sleep in the car.
I'm driving because Adrian doesn't like driving
Are you
4-hour
going too?
distances. It's. Are you asking if Joe's going?
Yeah.
No. Joe's got work tomorrow.
Gotcha.
Speaking of which, it's 12 o'clock.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say we are officially at.
small, tiny additional add-on. Have I ever talked about Cube World with anyone?
No.
Look that shit up.
Cube World.
I got it. I bought it in 2013. Okay, it is when the Minecraft euphoria was going on. This guy had
One
an
game
idea,
gets popular and every other game has a copy off of it, type of a thing.
sort of, but unique. So it is cubes.
2-hour podcast.
To be announced.
So it is cubes, right? Everything is cubes. It is an RPG that is completely 1,000% whatchamacallit, just like Minecraft.
Okay. We got survival.
No.
We got.
Randomly generated.
Oh, okay.
So there's different heroes and there's different classes and everything. Here's the cool thing.
It's a 15-minute trailer. Holy shit.
Cube World
that was just
POGU. Fucking hyped.
Yes.
What is POGU?
Pog.
Play the game. I don't know about you.
No, Cube World POGU. I'm fucking hyped. Fucking hyped.
So I bought this game
Poggers, bro.
back in 2013. You can play different classes. It has the super coolest, simplest upgrade system. But more specifically, your weapons that do damage. If you want to upgrade the weapon, you get different blocks and build on the weapon. So if you have a regular sword and you want your sword to do more spike damage or whatever, you build cubes to make spikes on the sword. Or you can change the handle or whatever.
That's the email.
What the fuck?
Pog.
What?
Steam is currently learning about this game.
Yes.
This game is not currently eligible to appear in certain showcases on Steam profiles and does not contribute to global achievement or game collector counts.
So
Fuck does
you could originally only download the game direct. I still have it on my computer. I've always this game just looks so cool because you could literally take 4 people in the game, and the world is massive. You explore the entire thing, and everyone's world is completely different. Just like
Cube World
Minecraft.
is legit as hell.
So, the issue was it came out in 2013. It had one update, and then the developers never heard from. Fucking gone.
Shit.
Yeah, just pieced out. Just made a blog post like a week ago, explaining why he was gone, what happened. He was getting DDoS. He was getting just threats for God only knows what reason. Basically,
He has a wiener.
Right. He said he got the hug of death from Reddit or something.
A hug of death.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that an STD?
The hug of death from Reddit. Someone posts a website on Reddit. It gains a lot of traction. The post does. A lot of people go to try and visit the website. The website's not built for that kind of traffic, and so Reddit literally hugs it to death. Like Reddit wants to experience what the website is, and they hug it to death.
So, it killed he got DDoS several times. He couldn't keep up, and he had a panic attack, and so just completely backed away from social media and everything. Apparently, he continued developing, but he'd get to a certain point and go, "This is not what I wanted it to be," and fucking scrap all of his updates and start back over again. Till finally, now 6 years later, he finally is just like
Update number 2.
Literally Cube World 2.0. He's like, this is literally what I wanted the game to be. And they took all the cool shit. He took all the cool shit that was really cool about just the game by itself, and then built on it like a crazy fucker, and made all the systems and everything look really cool. There's a really nice long trailer. It looks awesome. Would recommend. It was literally like $15. I think I paid $10 for it. Go to pegchroma.com. Actually, if you go to pegchroma.com to buy it right now, the last update is from 2014. That gives you an idea.
That's funny.
But it is coming to Steam. You go to Pichroma if you want to check it out.
Oh, I was gonna say when I look at it on Steam, it says TBA.
Yep, it is coming to Steam. He said, I think it's coming to Steam in October. I'll be excited though. I really wanted to experience that game for all it had because I was only able to play by myself when I did play it. I made a mage and got a super badass fire staff. Made little cube tornadoes. It was awesome. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I'm glad Led knows of it already.
Yeah. Led seems to know about everything.
Yeah, that's Led's job.
That's what he does.
All right, guys. I think that's it.
Yep. So till next time, I am Nick.
Tyler.
Some guy that plays Destiny.
Corey, who also plays Destiny.
Bye.
And we will see you. I've actually been streaming again lately.
Oh, and we will play Destiny later.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll probably more than likely be streaming it. So, yep.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
lady.